Oh, I need to get things opened up, don't I? Want to watch the game, let it load, then load my character sheet.
We could be the next roll. We could be the next critical role.
I mean, we're not even the next Dimension 20. Well, I mean, have you ever watched Dimension 20?
I don't know.
It's from the guys over at College Humor, and it's their main DM is Brendan Lee Mulligan, who is probably one of the best improv comedians going right now, and he makes like the perfect DM.
Is that Monster High game? Not Monster High.
Yes, that is Dimension 20. Yeah.
Yeah. Sarah and I met that guy, the short redhead kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was okay. Who? The guy that met at C2E2 from College Humor. I didn't like him. Yeah, Sarah didn't like him.
Wait,
we got a picture with him too.
Yeah, he's freaking hilarious. I think, but maybe you caught him on an off day. Who knows?
Oh, yeah, we probably caught him on an off day. Yeah.
The thing is, because he was like the last College Humor person I would have wanted to see.
Yeah, the lady who approached us to if we wanted to meet the guy is like, so do you like College Humor? Like, yeah, we like College Humor. Who's your favorite person? Oh, we love Adam Conover. Who's your second favorite? Oh, we like so-and-so. We like this person. We like that person. And they're like, do you know of so-and-so? I'm like, oh, that guy, yeah. Oh, he's right over there. Do you want to meet him? I'm like, okay.
Oh.
We just like stared at each other. It was so stupid.
Oh no!
I watched some of his DMing. He's like he like overdoes it. I can't focus on him. It's too much.
I might be overdo it if you want.
Yeah.
I can describe every room in painstaking detail.
Yeah, like do crazy gestures with your face.
Go John Lovitz on it.
Speaking of John Lovitz, I just happened to rewatch Mom and Dad Save the World the other day.
He's a great
I ended up going to see him at a comedy hall, and I brought a copy of that for him to sign.
He probably signed it. By all accounts, he loved being in that movie.
He told me to get out.
He literally said he took home some of the set pieces from that movie.
Oh yeah.
I really wonder what those giant mushrooms taste like because I love mushrooms. Mom and Dad Save the World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They tried to taste you too.
Yeah. So apparently he doesn't like that movie anymore. Or he's just
I could see the smirk on his face.
Oh.
You should have handed him a light grenade with a pin pulled.
But he knew that you don't bring that with you as the main thing. Like some people ended up bringing box sets of The Critic or SNL stuff or just photos. But I was the only one that ended up bringing one of his major flops.
I know when I was a kid, that was like one of my go-to movies. Like some people might have a.
I consider it a cult classic.
It is.
Well, I mean, about probably on the same level as like The Stupids, but or Coneheads maybe. But
no, I would put it below Coneheads.
Yeah.
Because Coneheads is
Coneheads is on the level of Wayne's World.
Yeah, but not as well.
He ended up leaving SNL to make it, thinking that he was going to become a big star. So in a way, it also kind of ruined his career for a bit.
Man, he's a great star.
Damn, not that heck. Wait, it's John Lovitz.
Who?
John Lovitz was the Rock Club.
Who's that?
Wait, never mind.
Okay, I'm sad now.
Boy, are we? Oh no, are we old?
Yes. Yes.
And the 80s were only a few days ago.
Yeah.
Were you guys not born in the 80s?
I was.
I
Born in
was.
the early. I was born in the early '80s.
I was born in the mid '80s, right in the middle.
Conan the Destroyer was in theaters when I was born.
Tron came out shortly after my birthday.
Okay, same year then.
Class of '83.
Oh,
What?
1 year less. Than.
Wait, class of 83? How old
Maybe
are
it's-
these people?
They're like 80,
Uh,
85.
Wait, did someone just say class of '83?
I was
Oh,
making
that's
a.
what I heard.
Oh, well, you got me.
He graduated early.
I graduated shortly after I was born. Skipped all of school, and then spent most of my life bumming around home.
Mingus is secretly Mr. Peabody.
I'm more like Sherman, to be honest.
All right. Let's not.
Who's
talk
Sherman?
about- Oh no.
Oh, I can actually feel myself turning into dust.
No. Hey, Chris has a or Sarah. Have you watched Wonder Vision with
Oh
with,
yeah,
Chris?
WandaVision's really good.
Do you get that TV used to be in black and white? You know,
Yeah.
in the past? Okay.
Yeah, that's how reality was back in the 50s.
Everything was in black and white.
It moved really
I saw
fast.
it in Pleasantville.
That is a good movie.
Yeah, Pleasantville is a.
I'd have liked it more if not for the sister. I went the brother. She pretty much ruined everything.
Who did? The sister?
Yeah, the one that
Reese-
slept around it.
Reese Witherspoon? Is
Yeah.
that who I gotta be on Sarah's side with that.
I haven't seen it since I was a kid, and I probably didn't understand it as much.
Ah,
I need to
That's
rewatch
It was a metaphor. The color, going from black and white to color was a metaphor.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, just like in WandaVision.
Kinda, but not.
Yeah, not real. Well,
Not the same metaphor.
yeah.
Hey, Joey, before we get started, in my other game with another person that isn't you, my hit points don't tie into Roll20. Is there something that I need to do to make that happen?
You have to make sure your Roll20 token
Uh-huh.
and your character name in D&D Beyond are exactly the same.
Okay. If
Like,
I had,
if you got a last name,
Capitalization and everything.
what if that token was made before I had the Beyond 20 extension installed? Do I need to remake the token?
No, it shouldn't matter. It's just the actual name of the token
Okay.
needs to be that. Like you see here, like Dargon only has his first name,
Yeah.
but his full name in his sheet is Dargon Ayblls.
So his
Which is-
doesn't tie because it's different.
Well, it does
Oh.
because like that's the actual token name, and that matches D&D Beyond. But what you see on screen is just a abbreviation.
Is token name something the DM sets or the player sets?
The DM would have to do it.
That okay. I will get with my DM on that one. Thank you.
So, but then what you have to do is
Mm.
you have to make sure the token that's on the screen is synced up with the token in your library. If you
Oh, I don't have any tokens in my library in that game. I know that.
Oh.
Is that probably step one?
Well, you should be able to if you're able to move it around on your own.
Yeah, no, but when I go into library, like where we have all of our handouts and everything, in my other game, that's blank. I don't have tokens or anything.
Well, that's not for. No, we're talking about the DM's library.
Oh, got it.
Well, I mean, like you see in your library, you have your character and your wild shape forms. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, in my other game, I don't have anything. Our library is completely empty. I don't have a player token or anything.
It's under the DM's account. It's just you're given access to it.
He must only have it where you have access to move to control it. It's not actually in your journal.
It got me killed in our last game because he was trying to bring me down to 1 hit point, but it didn't sync up, and I had 2 less hit points than
You can try double clicking the icon, and you can manually change the hit points.
I don't want to do that. I want it to sync up.
Either way, they just have to have the same name in both places.
Okay.
Right.
And it's a name in some screen set by DM, because I can right here go to my settings and change the name here to something else. Goob.
Yeah, it's probably under the DM's account.
But that's different. See how now I'm Zyzzyx Goob? That's different, right? Is what you're saying?
I still see Zyzzyx.
Oh, I changed it.
Oh, yeah, that's different. That one doesn't matter.
Got it.
Okay. That's the one in the library.
Understood. Thank you.
Okay. If you need help, I can help you out with that.
Okay.
Okay. Welcome, everyone. Mark couldn't be here today because he had a headache.
Boo.
He said he was going to be here.
But then he said no.
Spirit?
No integrity anymore.
And we gave him that. We give him that mail armor, chainmail armor.
It would have been good for sneaking. Especially since you're about to.
Well, we can sneak his unconscious corpse around.
So in our last game, you rescued Big Al from his farmhouse that got overran by orcs. There was many butter-themed antics and owlbear-filled dreams. You rescued his prized cow, Petunia, which was the source of his richest milk to make the best butter skulls. And you convinced him to return to you to Phaladin, because that's where he and Petunia will be safest. So since Mark isn't here, I'll let you retcon slightly who went along with Big Al, because at first Little Man did. I guess Little Man and Dardagon went on ahead. But if you want Little Man to stay behind, that's your choice.
Sure. What? No?
I thought he was leading the pack.
Yeah, but I thought he was leading the pack with the animals. Like
I told the animals to follow the shiny dog.
Oh,
yeah.
Then he is not here.
Yep, Little Man could stay with the sheep. He is tasked with guarding them, and there he shall remain.
Mm-hmm. You decided to investigate a rumor to a shrine of Savras, where it's rumored that the people of Tony Berry hid their treasure before barbarians sacked the village. So
we could say Dartagon went with Little Man and the animals because he developed a fancy for Petunia.
He's like, he said, I only like this adventuring business for a few hours a week. I'm out of here. Left you behind. So Big Al did warn you before you your paths diverged. He says that the source of the orcs that attacked his farm came from the shrine. One of his farmhands said. And indeed, when you get close enough to see the outer walls of the shrine, you see a single orc standing guard. And in between you and the shrine is just a big field, wide open space, nowhere to hide. Just about 100 feet from the road to the shrine, with no cover whatsoever. So it's safe to assume that this orc will see you if you try to approach the shrine.
Is the doorway behind him? Is it open?
He is at the top, about a 20-foot tower.
Okay.
As far as you can see, it's a large square structure. You see two. You see the front side. You see an open gate. Well, no, you see a closed gate in the center.
Okay.
But you also see one ruined tower. I don't want to put up the map quite yet because it shows a lot of stuff.
Okay.
But you see one ruined tower on the west side, and you see an intact tower on the east side, and you see a figure of an orc, kind of keeping lookout.
And through the gate, I can't see any other creatures moving around.
No, it's a small.
I thought about for
It's like solid, not like an iron bars.
It's like a little gatehouse.
Okay.
Into the closed gate. I'm just giving you this for the benefit of you knowing that you will be seen.
Understood.
You can't quite make out a lot of the detail.
Well, I'm thinking that we could see if Quizlix could move up and climb up over the wall or look around the wall, see if we can see if
Actually, there's no reason.
Oh.
I'll show you.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Turn into a bird. Why not?
I can't turn into a bird yet.
Boo.
I know.
Oh, I know. Murook can teleport, so why doesn't he just teleport right up to the orc and kill it?
Because
Does he control?
No. The wild by this time the wild magic has faded and I no longer teleport.
Yep. Reason they call it wild magic is because it's very unpredictable.
Yeah.
An idea that I had that I posted in the chat is like we could try luring the guy out of the guard tower by making some food and having it waft in the wind.
Mm-hmm.
We could start playing music. And act like we're
Music. I mean, the music in this area is lovely, despite the occupying this fortress.
The thing I could do would be transform into a bug and creep up behind him, but that's going to use up one of my. I get pretty tired pretty quick. I can only do that a couple of times a day.
So we have a party of people with bagpipes and musical instruments and stuff. I'm sure like music over them there hills on the horizon, and so that would lure someone away. It's like, what is that noise?
Yeah.
But it would probably alert more than just the guy in the tower.
Yeah, but I doubt they would send their entire army of people to investigate a strange
a traveling minstrel band. I like the music idea.
Yeah, they'd hear a couple of music. They'd assume it's just a bunch of like hoity-toity bards or something, and they'd probably send like, oh, like you three guys should be enough to take on those guys, and we just like ambush them.
So we're going with we're going to actually try and so we're going with playing music and see who comes to investigate.
Is there any greenery nearby, like bushes that some of us can hide in? Because the ones that have the music, like for example,
it is an empty field.
Oh,
from here to the shrine.
Okay.
All right. Also, I want to throw out before we open up an attack. If we lure any of them out, I would like to attempt to charm them.
I will also say that if you make a wide enough berth, you might be able to go to the side of the fort. It's a shrine, but it's almost like a fort as well.
Okay.
You might be able to make your way to the side without being seen by this orc.
And circle around.
I still kind of like the idea of luring out what we can, because we don't know what size of a force is in there.
Yeah.
And reducing it would help. If we can.
I just... I wish we could just... I wish we had a little more information to work off of.
Unfortunately, we don't.
I like this idea.
I mean, you're the perfect scout, in my opinion, with your familiar.
Oh, that's right. I was in the middle of saying that, but you'd skip to the map. So that
and also, I want to remind you, you all get a long rest except for BigFellow, who decided to spend the night searching for Petunia.
That cow needed saving.
Yeah, I think all of my stuff's free. Yeah, I did long rested. Okay, cool. Well, then, yeah, you're right. I was in the middle of talking about Quizlix coming to look up. So I'd like him to scurry through the field there and kind of climb up over the fence.
What happened to the money he gave us?
Oh, it's in my inventory. We didn't split it up yet.
Oh,
But I
okay.
marked it down.
All right. I just want to make sure that we didn't just, leave it.
No, it's I put it in my inventory. I made a note of it. It'll be 60 gold pieces, 145 silver pieces, and 122 copper pieces. We can split amongst ourselves.
I trust BigFellow to hold on to it until we can get it figured out.
I have not been programmed to lie.
All right, so where do you want to?
Right there. Quick! I just moved 20 feet. I'm going turn-based just in case I run into stuff. I wanted to climb to the top of that gate or top of the wall and just kind of see what I can see.
Yeah, so you see. You see a gatehouse. It's about 20 feet high. You see a portcullis. Seems to be in really bad condition. That's blocking the entrance. And you do see some rubble in this area right here.
Okay. I pass on the knowledge that it looks like the courtyard or annex or whatever you would call that is clear. The foyer. Let's see. What's on that wall? Is that a wall or is that the?
Yeah. These are all walls.
Okay. I'm climbing up to the top of that wall.
You see on this side.
Should I put the yogurt on that?
It's the front of the shrine.
Okay.
You see a heavy iron door that leads into it right here, straight ahead of you.
Okay. Is that door open?
It's closed.
Oh,
it's
man.
Heavy duty door.
Okay. Probably something that a lizard cannot manipulate and get open.
No.
All right, he's gonna go around to the east here.
Of course, the doors are closed. Heating bills are expensive.
This is a very empty part of the courtyard.
So far, guys, there's no one outside. Quizlix has been looking around, and we haven't encountered. I don't see anyone other than that initial.
And you see a broken part of the outer wall that's covered in rubble, but you can still see that there's kind of a breach there.
Okay.
And also, this is the watchtower that has the orc in it. That you can tell.
Got it.
There's an iron ladder that's leading up.
Okay.
And there is no distance limit to this familiar, correct?
There was. There might actually be. What can I? Let me check it real quick. It might be 120 now that you mention it.
Yeah, because to be outside the range of the orc, you're going to have to be at least about 80 to 100 meters away or feet away.
Apologize. It is exactly 100. So I think that I've already gone too far.
Yeah, so I'll give you this much.
Okay.
At this point, your
That's
familiar starts to feel uncomfortable, and he kind of like just has to lay down and rest because he's so far away from you.
Got it. All right, guys. I was able to scout a little bit of the outside and didn't see anybody on the outside. Unfortunately, couldn't get too much information. I pushed Quizlix a little too hard. But yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't seem like there's hordes inside the gate. I can tell you that.
Should we just storm the doors then?
It does not. It does seem to be pretty not well guarded on the outside, from what I could tell.
Oh, what about this guy over here?
He's just one dude. We definitely need to do something about him. He's probably going to sound an alarm. If
he doesn't sound an alarm, we could try luring him out and then see if we can milk him. We can milk him for information. See what else is inside that place.
I still like the idea of musically doing that.
Yeah.
We shouldn't kill him. We gotta get as much information out of him as possible first. Then we kill him.
No, we don't have to kill him.
But then where's the fun in that?
I look suspiciously over at BigFellow.
XP comes from somewhere.
All right. I can't play any music. Who's got the music skills?
That would be me and I think Chaka.
And Verikan.
Let's do it. I love the idea.
What was it? We got two bagpipes and what else we got?
Let's see what Chaka's instrument is. Besides her voice, she has a lyre.
I thought they told the truth.
I thought you were lawful good.
I think it might be lawful something.
Yours was better. Yeah, try over singing two bagpipes.
Sing a old like Scottish war song or something. Okay, where are you doing this? Doing this from the road?
I think so. I think we should just. Yeah, we can pretend like we're Christmas carolers, singing for the shrine,
singing to the glory of what's it? Whatever his name is.
Savras, right?
Of Mobile Group.
Singing to the glory of Corellan. We're Carellers. Carellers.
Yeah, these orcs seem to be very devout followers of Savras.
So they probably wouldn't be too pleased of us.
No, from what the farmhand said, they seem to take up recent residence. This shrine. Okay, if you're doing it from the road, it's kind of far away.
Oh,
that just means we have to play louder.
Yeah.
This orc is just on lookout like he is every day.
Yeah, and that's something we can see from the road, right? You told us we could see that tower with the guy in it.
Barely. Yeah, you can just tell there's a figure, like a large figure.
Maybe we could slowly move towards him and see if he hears us.
Yeah, if he doesn't seem like he notices right now, we should.
Yeah, you seem to be too far away for him to really notice you.
Do we have any way of making the sound travel?
Moms?
Nope.
You guys have bagpipes?
No one has thaumaturgy. Druid craft. Nope.
I mean,
Bagpipes
do carry pretty far.
That's
You were on speaker, they hear us.
I've got a constitution of 18. I'm sure I can blow into them hard enough.
Hey, I got
Tell them.
I got 15. I could probably if I put my oomph into it, you could probably hear it back in town.
So the two are belting the bags.
I mean, at the moment, you're just too far away.
I think we should move a little closer.
I'll see.
Yeah. We'll
Oh, yeah.
start marching. We'll start marching towards them and still keep playing.
Are all of you marching forward, or just the people with the instruments?
I guess we're all going forward a little bit.
I would go.
Everybody else starts. I guess just maybe dance around us like they're background dancers.
Yeah,
I
we're
can-
background dancers.
I'm not fucking back.
No, you're one of the musicians.
And I can make flowers blossom instantly with Druid craft, so there's flowers blossoming around us.
A bunch of hippies going over to an orc camp. Nothing can possibly go wrong from this.
Yeah, so you're not actually this close,
Okay.
but for the sake of the map, we'll put Chaka in the center. She's singing along. Zyzzyx is causing flowers and rainbows.
Poof. Yep.
and BigFellow's doing the robot.
Yeah.
BigFellow's using
The robot.
BigFellow's using his hammer like a cane, doing a dance. And eventually you get close enough where the orc notices you. But instead of raising an alarm for intruders, he's just kind of bewildered at what he's seeing.
That's right.
And I would say you're about 60 or 50 feet away at this point. He's like,
Oh, if we can get closer, I can try and charm him. Can we move closer to him? And is there seem like any movement coming from inside? Like people coming out?
from here.
Can we? Yeah, can we tell?
I mean, this map doesn't have a lot of space. So,
Okay.
like, let's say, I don't know a good way to show this.
No, I mean if there's not anyone coming out, that's kind of what I mean. If it seems like we've drawn anyone else out.
No. Well, I was about to react to this.
Okay.
And then you interrupted.
Well, you've taken too long. I'm trying to fill the dead air. We've got a podcast to record.
That's true, we do. We're
Like, let's say this is the tower. You guys are like right here.
Okay.
And the orc is just bewildered, but he yells out, saying, he goes, "What are you, the bleeding circus?
Yes, we
No
are the bleeding
visitors.
circus.
The
No
bleeding
visitors."
circus.
Come join us in our revelry.
We take requests, except for Freebird.
It's just too long.
Get back to the road. We don't want any trouble.
If we can get within 30 feet, I can
But
try
we
something.
I guess we start walking towards them, still playing, and we're like, "Come on!" Or "Come on,
Yeah, I wanna-
join us."
That's what I would like to continue to do until either something else happens or we're within 30 feet of him.
We're having a good time. We're celebrating our fortune in butter skulls. We came from the ranch with a lot of them.
Do you want? Hey, we can offer him some butter skulls if we have any.
Yeah, this orc isn't too bright. And he goes,
Company.
he goes, "You came from the ranch?"
We
Yes.
did.
We did. There was nothing but bloodshed as far as the eye can see. It was wonderful.
Oh, he's gonna know. But it was already there when we got there.
Yeah, do a deception check, big fella.
Oh shit! I should not have said that. Oh god.
-2.
Yeah,
You're very charismatic. Hey.
Well, I would imagine there'll be lots of bloodshed after we got done with them. But how did you escape?
who's got the?
No.
Before we say anything, who's got the charm?
If we're within 30 feet, I have literal charm person, but not actual charisma.
Yeah, better deception than I do. Try to convince him. Say something, Sarah.
I don't.
I can't do something. You have better charisma than I do.
I'm gonna keep singing. I'm gonna show him the beauty of music.
Say we
I don't think orcs appreciate human music
Yep.
that much.
You have a +4 charisma. You gotta use it.
I'm using my
No.
charisma.
This is just a note from as a DM, and not telling you the way you should play. But a bard is a high charisma class usually, and they are very good at convincing people, or deception, or to charm.
Hey, your friends at the Butterskull Ranch wanted us to give you these fine items we have with us.
They just gave it to you.
Yes.
No deception.
They told us of the shrines and to bring you plenty of gifts and gold
Kisses.
and kisses.
See,
Yeah,
this
he
is why.
Oh, they must have roughed you up pretty good, I imagine, right?
You know it. Oh.
Yep.
We got our butts handed to us.
What else?
Yeah, so at this point you are within like 30 feet of the thing. He goes, well, can't let you in, but I can. If the boss wanted us, like, sent some slaves over to give us provisions, then I can take them from you. And you see him climb down the ladder, but you don't see him emerge from the front door. He actually comes in from that you can tell quite clearly now is a large hole in. Hold on. Another large hole in the wall. Sorry, it's being frustrating. Right there.
Okay.
It's like, all right, put him on the ground.
Is
You
he
don't look
30?
too much like You don't look too much like slaves. Why didn't anyone come with you? He starts to walk.
All right. Here we go. My time to shine. I'm going to cast Charm Person on him. That's what it looks like. So you will be giving me a Wisdom saving throw of 13.
2.
Awesome. So, the charmed creature regards me as a friendly acquaintance. So I can't, like, command it or anything, but we have overcome the first hurdle of getting him to trust us, I think.
Okay. So he immediately looks at you, Zyzzyx, and he goes,
Mhm.
"Oh, you're one of those lizard folks, aren't you?"
Yeah, we're pretty, we're natural born friends, right?
Oh, the cultists of Talos gave us a few slaves a few days ago. They've been darn useful. Damn useful.
That's what, well, we're here to help out, so go on and let us in.
He just looks at the rest of you doesn't seem to notice that you're not lizard folks, or you look more like heroes than slaves. And he goes, yeah, so what do you bring us?
Gold, some
Butter.
BigFellow takes the sack full of the wages. We brought you a sack of wages right over here. But I must hold on to it because it is very heavy and I'm a metal man. I can carry it.
a mental lizard man.
You mean the boss wanted to pay us?
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't he? You guys are doing a great job.
Never been paid before. Wow.
I've also got these pamphlets if you're interested.
Yeah, you take a pamphlet. You can trust these guys.
See how? Oh, duration 1 hour. Yes, this guy loves you.
Yeah.
He's
So
reading pamphlets about the goddess of the sun.
So just to make sure we brought enough wages for everyone, you and all your friends, how many of you guys are here right now?
Let's see here. We got Grug, we got Thug, we got Shug, we got Mug, we got Kurug. And he lists off.
Which one's the strongest of them?
He lists off about 10 orcish names.
Okay.
And then he goes, oh, then we got the commander. And then we got those... we don't like to talk about them. We got those 2 freeloading ogres.
Of course, there's always
That we just can't seem to get rid of.
I know that. They smell worse than us, right?
Well, it's better than the previous occupants. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, tell us about them. Haven't heard that story.
Bunch of dirty rats.
Ugh.
Oh. Yeah.
Here, yeah.
He just
Right.
They spread disease.
all in the
They
state.
Should we have our new friend show us around the inside?
So he kind of holds out his hand like he's expecting the wages.
Oh,
The boss
no.
told me to hold on to it because I am a metal man and therefore trustworthy.
Said to give the wages directly to Mug.
Or the commander?
Or
No,
Shug.
you mean the guy who cleans the guy who cleans the latrines?
Yeah, boss thought boss thought it would be funny.
It's like well, the boss is out back. He's doing drills with some of the boys. Can't use the front door. It's been busted ever since we came here. But we made this nice hole here. See our hole? Nice hole.
What
Very
a
nice.
lovely hole it is.
It's great. It's a great hole.
All right. I think we're gonna start some fights, but let's go in because only one guy really likes us, and it's this one. If we see anyone else,
So if we don't hurt him, will he still be charmed even if you hurt his friends?
the way this is worded is it's not like dominate. It's I would say yes, he would realize. Well, but that, I guess it's up to the DM. My interpretation of this spell is it's not very strong. Once he realizes any sort of harm, he kind of breaks.
I mean, like I would do a roll probably if
Mhm.
he started attacking his friends. But yeah, for right now, he thinks you're like your slaves brought from a butterface from the ranch. He's just kind of believing whatever you say right now.
I think he should let us. I think we should let him show us around until our situation changes and we have to make another split decision. Or I look over to BigFellow and Chaka and do a across my throat, and do we take him out?
Well, we could probably just knock them out and stow them somewhere. I mean, we don't have to kill everyone.
Well, if we knock them out, we could find out exactly where in the fortress all these other people are, the ones that he named.
We're having a conversation telepathically, of course.
Guess what? They're right there.
Well,
As you look through the hole in the wall, you see about 5 orcs. They seem to be gathered around the middle of this courtyard. They seem to be playing cards, rolling dice.
Those are some drills.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe we should have our orc friend here do the introductions, so that way we don't seem suspicious.
Yep.
If he gives the introductions to us, they're more likely to trust us.
I want to see how far we can make this go. I'm curious. So I think we should go in and continue to act like we belong. And like you said, let the orc introduce us.
Do it.
Which one of you has the pouch?
I have the pouch of gold.
Okay, do you want to come with him as he goes in, or
Yeah, I'll
what do
come
you
with
tell him? Or do you want him to go alone?
That's it. No, I think all of us should follow.
If you all want march, so you all want march in there.
Let's let him go first.
Yeah, we can hang by the entrance.
And we can single file with him. Yeah. Yeah, I want to see if we can convince all 6 of these to be on our side. Or at least get in the middle for some AoE spells.
So that this orc starts to walk up. But none of them seem to notice him. They're like engrossed in their game. He just goes, "Boys! Boys!" And they all kind of turn around. Are you standing behind him?
Yeah, Yeah, I meant to go kind of in a little bit. Yeah, I'm where I meant to be.
Okay. And the orcs kind of look up, but they see a group of non-orcs in the walkway, and they all kind of stand up and start reaching for their axes. And the orc goes, "No, you don't. These boys here are from the ranch. The boss sent them down. They said they're giving us wages." And one of the orcs goes, "What's a wage?"
That must be Mug.
A wage is one of those girl mages.
Is it like a wedge of cheese? He goes, No. They want to pay us for our good job, and he gestures back.
Yeah.
To Zyzzyx and BigFellow here.
Quick question: Have they never been paid before? Because we have a lot of copper in this, so that we could lighten up.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking that this is a good concentration. We know there's about 10 orcs, and there's 6 of them here. I think that I'm gonna get this popping.
Yeah, have them all gather together in one spot so they can get their wages, and then within that one spot, boom, AOE.
Well, actually, from where they are now, I can get them. So I've got an idea here. So I indicate you to bring the bag down to me, and I reach into it and grab a handful of copper if I can, as many coppers as and so I want to, holding the cash, I want to kind of make my way unthreateningly towards them, showing them, and wages, being paid for your work.
Yeah, some of these orcs,
and I'm getting so I can show them, them. You put me back where something might have happened.
I mean, about half of these orcs are kind of looking at you dumbfounded, but a few of them are like saying like, "These guys are up to something. This doesn't seem right." But you hand one of these orcs like a bunch of copper pieces.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry, BigFellow. Yes, I do. I want to. One of the ones who's looking at me suspiciously. I want to kind of give him a big chunk of what's in my hand and say wages, and then I want to step forward one more if I can, and then if I got that far, I want to cast. Oh, never mind. It's only 15 feet. I'm sorry. I wanted to be here, and if I got that far, I'm gonna cast Thunderwave.
So this orc, he looks like one of the copper pieces. It looks like it's tiny in his hand. And just so you know, I'm doing rolls in the background.
Okay.
So,
do I need to do any deception or persuasion?
Well, if you want to try to decept him, but he says, saying, "This is one of those tiny coins. They're not worth anything."
I was expecting them to say, "Hey, this is the best birthday ever."
I was thinking that exact same thing. It's like he has the coin in his hand, and he's so prideful because it's his first time earning a wage. It's the happiest in his life, and then all of a sudden, boom, Thunderwave.
Yeah, the secret is if you get a lot of them, boom.
Do you do a Thunderwave?
I do. If I made it this far without being stopped or attacked, I do a Thunderwave.
Okay, everyone.
Out of spell slot 2. Okay, so
all right. So first we'll do the surprise round. Which guys are you hitting?
I am hitting anyone within 15 feet of me, which is going to be it's a 15 foot square.
I think you hit everyone.
That is what I'm hitting.
Yeah.
And
Just outside of it.
save, right?
yes, they are going to Constitution, DC 13 Constitution, and they'll take 14 or 7 apparently. 3d8. That's a pretty bad 3d8 roll. No, that's not bad. It's about average.
It's a 15. It's a 15. You said.
DC 13 Constitution save, and if they fail, they take 14 damage and get pushed back. And if they pass, they take 7.
So all of them pass.
Dang it!
Except for one of them.
Okay, he's gonna take the full 14 and be pushed 10 feet away from me, and everyone else only takes 7, and that's that.
Let's do the math. So this one closest to you, is knocked back as you do this thunder wave.
Mm-hmm.
All the other ones manage to stand their ground. And he goes, "I knew it was a trap." And we're rolling initiative. Is that everyone?
Yeah. So the bag is now in Zyzzyx's possession.
No, I only reached in and grabbed a handful of coppers.
Okay. So how many coppers did you take out of the bag?
Let's say 10.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so the orc that you were charmed kind of shakes his head like he's out of a daze. He's like, I trusted you.
Oh,
Oh,
I feel bad.
this is weird. We're just regular old murder hobos, aren't we?
They're orcs.
BigFellow, your turn.
I look at him and it was like I trusted you. I'm like, I'd say that was your first mistake, and then I stab him with my Yikla.
What is a Yikula?
It's like a staff with a sword at the end.
Okay.
He
Like a
just
halberd?
picked the most obscure weapon he can find.
Got it.
The sword is usually curved with a Yikla.
I thought it was the thing at the entrance to your throat.
Uvula.
You're attacking someone with the dangly bit in your throat.
Oh, it's a girl
Eight.
house.
8 is a miss.
Dang it. I guess thus concludes my turn.
If only you had a robotic dog with you.
Yeah, I chose the Yickle honestly because I was thinking like BigFellow was like from a long time ago, really old. I was like, what's a weapon that someone from a long time ago would have? Oh, that's Yickle.
That was my thinking too. That you're A from another planet and B. Like,
Well, hey, that's why I have a Yikwilla.
How do you spell that?
It's right there.
YKLWA.
One vowel.
And that is an actual name to an actual weapon.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Verikan.
Oh, it is already mine. Sorry, I got distracted by bad puns. I can use that. All right, I shall go here. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Right, and I am going to cast Flaming Sphere directly south.
Okay. I think I have an icon for this.
Oh, right now, actually there, and it's next to me, and then rolling south. It has to be in an unoccupied space.
Oh, I'm sorry. I want you to be immersed, so I'm giving you an icon.
They must make a dexterity saving throw of DC 13. And take the full fire damage or half if succeeded.
He rolls a 17.
So 5.
5 damage.
Yep.
Oh, you're talking this one?
That one, and it's going to roll south to the other two.
Oh yeah, I don't think.
I don't know what. Does it say how far it goes?
Flaming Spear. I think you just. Oh wait, is this the one that you can control?
Yes. Okay, it can move up to 20 feet. I think.
Well, I'm gonna make an
30.
object really quick.
It's 30.
Okay, well, either way, far enough.
Let's see a minute.
I figured somebody that likes the sun so much would have a spell that creates a tiny one. Maybe it ends up saying glory as it rolls.
You should have a misspelled flaming sphere in your journal that you can move around now. Is it there? Or can you move that around? Yeah.
The one that hurts someone isn't it Whisper? That's the only
So are you ramming this into another roll?
Yeah, just going straight down the line to the 3.
Does that hit them or?
If they from the description, it's basically unless they make DC saving throws and then take half.
I thought it was if they started a turn inside it, then they roll. But you can also ram someone.
Item.
I'm sorry.
It's a moving item.
Yeah, like I thought. I used to use this on my wizard, so I thought you couldn't like go through people. It was only if they attack someone or they start a turn next to it.
Oh wait, yeah. Wait, it's a creature. And this Okay, yeah, I can only hit one person at a time, so it ends up stopping when it hits the first one. Or
Okay, so it remains right there. Okay. All right. I guess you cast it, so that's your action.
yep, I'm done.
Yeah, so that orc, that you just attack, takes a swing at you. Verikan. That 24.
Oh, that hits.
I would hope so.
Take 13 slashing damage.
Owie.
This orc sees you, Zyzzyx. Attacks you. 10. Which I imagine misses, right? Zyzzyx, Brice?
Oh, Zyzzyx, I'm sorry. I thought you were still talking to Verikan. Yes, a 10 definitely misses.
Yeah.
We look so similar.
Yes. Could be brothers. And this one next to him takes a swing at you, but a 7 misses.
Yes, it does. I'm just dancing, all
Yeah.
dodging.
And then this one runs up to you.
Ah! What can you do?
13.
Ah! Another miss. I did not get away with my staff.
Slimy lizard.
This one, though, throws a javelin at BigFellow. 16.
Yeah, 16 does hit.
Yeah, so you take 9 piercing damage. And this one's gonna throw another javelin at you, BigFellow.
Alright.
21.
That does hit.
That's it. Take 5 damage.
5 damage, you say?
5 damage, yeah.
Alright.
And the orc that you charmed now is just kind of on fire. I trusted you, and now I'm on fire.
Your second mistake was catching fire.
Yeah. Chaka, on your turn.
I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on the orc that hit BigFellow.
Oh, 2 of them did.
2 of them did. Can I do it on both of them?
No, you can only work on one.
This one is looking very hurt. This
Yeah.
one still looks pretty
So
good.
that's the weakest one.
Well, I'll do it on the less weak one.
Okay. So did you saving throw?
Yeah.
He rolled a 1. So he takes the full 8 damage. And he just grabs his head, starts shrieking in pain, and he falls to the ground dead.
Oh,
Yeah.
You start bleeding.
I don't know why this is doing that. Sorry.
Your trunk isn't that long, Murook.
Not my trunk. Wink, wink.
Oh.
That's not what was. Sorry, I misclicked.
That's terrible.
It's like in The Boys.
What was his name? What was his name? Love Sausage?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Never started recording the video. Oh well. Do you move, Chaka Kahn?
What?
Do you move?
Do you move anywhere?
I feel pretty good behind Murook.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
All right.
I would suggest you move.
Man, well, that first one was so effective. Would I be able to move there on the other side of him without taking an opportunity attack?
Yes.
Okay. I'm
We're
gonna
remove
do
this. We can remove that area of effect too, or that.
Well, let's not yet.
Oh, okay.
What if I can I get there without an opportunity? You know what? Even if it takes an opportunity attack, I want to move to this square I'm in now.
You get one opportunity attack.
Is that word? Yeah, I'm gonna take that risk.
Yeah, so as you try to squeeze between the orcs, one of them takes a swing at you, but he misses.
Yes. And then from here, I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave out of level 1 instead of level 2 this time.
Is that the same one you did before?
Exact same one, except this time instead of 14 and 7 damage, it's 10 and 5. Since no one, I figured I'd take advantage of no one running up into melee range.
Yeah.
These orcs right here just fall over dead. Their body.
And then they fly backwards.
Yeah, but this one stands its ground.
Oh, he's the tough one. He tried to hit me as I went by.
But he's looking pretty. Yeah, he's looking pretty bad.
I say, Pika Pika, and that's the end of my turn.
Is the man on fire still alive?
He's still alive. Murook.
No, I activate my rage for one.
What will happen?
What will happen this time? It's time to spin the wheel of wild magic.
Potted plant, potted plant.
Yeah, that's sorcerers. Barbarians don't really get as many options as sorcerers do.
Yeah, which is the old classic. If you hit me, I hit you back.
Okay. So Murook, I imagine whenever Murook goes into a rage, he lets out a trumpet out of his nose. He bulks up.
You can just imagine that. Use your imagination, folks.
You see the faint glimmer of like a magical force to surround his body.
All right. Well, I think I'm going to go here. Wait, I'm going to try to go there. Hold on. Yeah, I'm going to go here and put the old burning guy out of his misery.
His dying words are, I still trust you!
Why? Why?
Your third mistake was dying.
Alright, I think I... Alright.
Yeah, 20. Yeah, you skewer him.
As I run him through, I say to him, I am truly sorry about this.
Oh, wrong one.
And you've killed the fireball. No.
Yep.
I was moving it just for that one to prevent that from happening.
So,
Stop.
From the right, you notice two huge figures come lumbering out
No, it must be those
from the
freeloaders.
hallway.
Oh dear.
They were attracted by the sounds of your thunder wave twice.
I believe that. I mean, you hear it in out to 300 feet. So, everyone's deaf now. I guess I should say.
You see two.
Oh boy.
See two ogres going. Who's making all that racket?
Oh, so was some still playing the bagpipes? No.
Who made thunder sounds? Wake me from my nap.
Oh crap! And they just got woken up. They're mad.
Yeah, I do recall the the spell listing mentions that there's a pretty loud noise.
Yeah. That's okay. I mean, I was at over half the orc troop. I think this was the good call. This is the right call.
So they start lumbering towards you, but they can't quite
Because-
reach.
Nice. Okay.
Oh,
BigFellow, your turn.
All right. From where I am, do I have a clear shot at this orc right here, or do I have to move out of the way of Verikan?
Short.
Hold on a second. All right, where are you?
I'm right behind Verikan, but from where I am, do I have a clear shot at this orc right here? Because Verikan's a short.
Oh yeah,
short
you can shoot around him.
All right. Can I use Verikan's head as like a base to stabilize my aim and roll for advantage on my crossbow?
No.
Dang it!
that would have been funny though.
I know. I was like, put my shoulder on your head, aim with a crossbow for a better shot, and fire. All right, I'm gonna go with crossbow to that orc.
General rule of mine is like you just can't say something clever and then just automatically get advantage. You know,
Aw, it makes so much sense though.
Yeah,
it makes sense, but it's too game breaking. Now, if like maybe you're making like a, I don't know, but that definitely hits.
Yeah.
And he falls over dead.
Well, we took care of them.
I should have been aiming at the ogre.
No, that guy was about to that guy was one hit from death. I wanted to get rid of that guy, so we only have to worry about 2 targets instead of 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
And that concludes my turn.
Verikan.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to move the sphere and slam into this thing.
Ooh.
So you don't want to get spirit.
Okay.
Okay.
Just don't.
send the shiny ball to play with them.
DC dexterity 13 or half of 10 damage.
Yeah, so this sphere just ran right into his face. Takes the full brunt of it.
I'm gonna run up and smack him right afterwards.
That may not be the smartest thing to do.
Well, this is Verikan, so
No, true.
Yeah, he's proved himself to be a man of
1.
Oh,
impulse.
He gets blinded by his own flaming spear.
Yeah. He goes, "Oh no, fire!" and he backs away. Chaka Kahn.
I want to cast fairy fire on the ogre that's not on fire.
Okay, you should be able to see that.
I love fairy fire.
Why didn't I know?
You can also move too. If you want to move.
He saves his throw, so he's not glowing.
What?
What?
Any creature
Oh, if it
fails a
fails.
dexterity saving throw.
That's what
No.
Well, that's just for the benefit. That's just for the benefit of it glowing in the dark. It's still affected by.
Okay. So
Oh wait,
it's-
hold on.
No, you don't get any of the bonuses because it says if it's not affected. Oh,
No, I think fairy fire just hits.
okay.
Unless I'm reading this wrong, it's just kind of outlined in a light. But if it fails a dex save, then it emits a glow.
Mm.
Am I reading that right?
It's both of them too. any object in a 20-foot cube, so it can affect both of them.
Okay.
But I am right about it just being affected by fairy
Yeah.
fire. It's just a glow. That's okay. This one fails though. So it's now glowing a bright pink.
And you can move if you want.
But that means it gets advantage. I mean, you get advantage rolls against it.
Yeah.
Okay. And it can't turn invisible for whatever that's worth.
I don't think I'd want to meet an ogre that could turn invisible anyways.
Ogre mages.
Okay, I'll move
Yeah.
behind this old dead orc. Or dead orc.
Zyzzyx.
All right. What
give me a perception. Oh, hold on. Give me a perception check first.
You got it.
Okay, you notice. You notice an orc right from the west wall seems to be walking up. He goes, "What's all this noise over here?" And you see him like right before he kind of turns the corner.
Okay.
He hasn't quite seen what's happened here yet.
I'm trying to think. Do I go after him or can I charm him?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think charm's gonna work here, buddy.
I think that what we are going to have to do at this point is nothing with him, and I'm going to be most useful in the fray with the big guys. So I am going to wild shape into a dire wolf. Nope.
That big frog and then swallow people.
Yeah, I can't swallow
swallowing
these
over.
guys. These guys are too big.
But you can swallow the orc.
That's true. Oh, there's a good point. That would shut him up, wouldn't it? All right. You convinced me. I can't drag my token over to it. It's only letting me highlight. Am I doing something now? Oh, I was holding the picture and not the word.
Oh yeah.
My bad. Okay, so Zyzzyx goes and turns into a giant toad and jumps. I can jump up to 20 feet. Can I jump that whole distance? Because that would be slick. Yep. I jump and then I bite him. And I have to bite him before I can swallow him. So.
Oh, it just misses.
No! And then I say, ribbit. And that is my turn.
He's noticed you now.
But I'm blocking his view.
All he sees is the giant toad.
All right.
Your turn.
All right. Well, honestly, I think it'd be best if I went here and attack this guy for an advantage.
Sure. Well, I'll make sure you know he's Fairy Fire.
So, just roll for advantage.
You know, I hate to go back. I think Brice should have got a advantage with that since it was a surprise. You guys mind rewinding a bit?
He gets advantage for that, and I don't get advantage for the crossbow.
Yeah, but he literally jumped out of a corner to surprise this orc. There is a difference.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry. I'm gonna end up rolling lower. Hey.
23.
Okay. So, well, first I might kill him before I can swallow him because it's going to take this many piercings and that many poisons.
Oh yeah, he falls over.
Dang it. Well, let's shut him up.
Yeah, that's one way to shut him
Better
up.
for
He croaked.
He croaked.
You can get advantage on that for that.
you wanted to sow him inspiration. I haven't really been giving away inspiration. I kind of forget about that.
I would always forget about when I was doing it too. I have one on my character sheet. I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah, impressed nobody else wanted to say it.
And you notice now that there's a big hole in the wall.
Oh,
You notice a few things, Zyzzyx. You notice the big hole in the wall,
okay.
and you also see this area of the courtyard, which has, you see the, hold on. You see the orcs doing their drills
Oh.
down here.
Okay. I can kind of barely make it out on the. Oh, I see.
But you can't really. But they're not paying attention to you. But they probably sent someone over there to look.
Got it.
Right.
Okay.
Murook. And Chris,
Yes.
since I feel kind of bad, I'm going to give you inspiration for thinking of that, but me not allowing you to do it.
So yeah, I think that's fair. It's a good compromise.
Yeah.
So
I was going to say there was a family bias going on here.
Well, he's the one who offered to give me like expensive chicken tenders next time
That's
I went
true.
over to his house.
That's true.
Hey, I can't. Hey, you can't beat that.
It's not expensive because it's Aldi. You get 5
It's actually-
pounds of restaurant quality tendies.
Yeah, I got
$2.
$3 of that $5 bag. All right, Murook, finally your turn.
All right. I guess I'm going to do what I do best and stabby.
Yep. I don't like to rewind and retcon things, but if it's like immediately after, then sometimes I'll try to.
I support it,
23.
especially when it benefits me.
23 is a hit. Which one do you hit?
I hit the one. Oh, I hit the one I rolled advantage on, which is the glowing big pink one.
Okay, I just didn't know what
The glowing on fire pink one.
A double
He's not
fire.
gonna take on fire. Yeah. So that's 10 damage.
This ogre is probably very, very, very unhappy right now.
Yeah.
I mean, not only is he on fire, not only has he just been stabbed, but he's a very embarrassing color of pink. So that's more magenta, if we're being honest.
So this one of the orcs that are they're doing the drills. He kind of stops. As you notice, he kind of stops doing his thrust, his swings with his battle axe, and he goes, "Boss, there's a giant frog. He seemed to kill Larry Luke. You see this big orc kind of goes, "I hate frogs!
Oh no.
Kill it, boys! Live training!"
I rib it real hard.
Yeah. He goes, "Okay. Formation!" And they all get in a row here.
Oh! But he can't thunder anymore.
Everything is a frog.
Uh-oh. Why is that? Well, that's an evil
No,
something,
I
right?
can't because I'm a frog. I have chosen to be a frog now.
So they
But been
one
fun
by
if we
one,
could.
they get into range. Start throwing javelins at you.
Okay.
9.
That is not going to hit as a frog.
One runs up. 24.
That's going to hit.
You take 9 piercing.
Ouch. 8, 9.
Then this one throws another javelin at you. 13.
Unfortunately, as a frog, that hits.
Take 9 piercing.
Another 9 piercing.
This orc just goes. Goes like, no freaking frog's gonna interrupt my drills. You see him like kind of get angry and start rushing you, but he doesn't quite reach you.
Okay.
So this ogre next to Murook is gonna take a swing at you.
Swing at me?
Yes.
Okay,
13.
13 misses.
Yeah, it comes up just a little short.
Yeah, and because he hit me. Wait, does it?
You
Wait.
said he missed.
Oh, yes,
You missed, Dustin.
you miss. Yeah,
This one that's on fire is gonna take a swing at Verikan. 16.
Miss.
Ooh, really?
He's got a shield that adds an extra.
Yeah. Lucky. So both these ogres miss. BigFellow.
All right. Which one of these two ogres looks to be the most hurt from where I am?
They're both in. Well, this one is definitely more hurt. This other one hasn't taken any damage at all.
All right. I'm going to crossbow the one that is on fire.
With advantage?
No, just
One
right.
is furry fire.
he's on fire.
Yeah, he's right, with advantage. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was wondering how long furry fire lasts.
A minute,
1 minute.
and it's a
So that's
concentration.
That's like 8 rounds or something, so you're probably good. 16. That hits.
And then I stay where I am because I'm looking pretty hurt.
Takes 5 damage. Yeah, BigFellow has looking pretty bad, just so you know.
Yeah, I have 8 hit points left. I don't want to
technically the
right
rule
now.
is it takes an action, but I think it makes more sense as a bonus action if you want to take healing potions, and I'll let you do that.
Any healing potions in my inventory, and also I don't really want to heal just yet because if anyone tries to come my way, they'll get attack of opportunity on my my 3 defenders in front of me, my human meat shields.
Verikan.
Going to attack Mr.
Oh.
Fire.
Yeah.
What was that?
Oh yeah, it's on his turn. Yeah, never mind. I was...
18 hits.
A measly 4 damage. And I am going to use Healing Word on myself.
Okay. Is that a bonus action?
Yes.
So that means you can't move your sphere.
Correct.
I think it's fine
Oh,
right
those-
where it is.
Is the ogre inside it though? Is that how it works?
It basically just it slams into them, so it's just kind of sitting beside him.
Okay. Yeah, that's another spell I'm thinking of. Where's inside it? Okay. Chaka Kahn.
I'm gonna get better aim, crawl over this dead orc, and then throw a dagger at the glowing ogre.
With advantage, hold on.
With advantage.
Yeah, you can't quite reach him
There's
with
no
a melee attack.
How do you do?
Trying to get the advantage. There you go.
That was a hit. Oops. Someone leave?
I didn't. We lost Craig.
I still have the backup.
Oh.
So it takes 5 damage.
And do you do anything else, Zero?
You have some bonus actions, I think, as a bard. Like, bardic inspiration may not be bad to cast on somebody.
Frog, then.
Is within range.
You may need it.
Alright. Alright, Bardic Inspiration is now casted on the froggy.
Robert.
This is a good ribbon.
Zyzzyx.
Alright. What Zyzzyx is going to do, he is going to move out. He's going to move from around the corner to here and ready in action to where if the big guy who is running toward him gets within melee range to bite him. And also, as a bonus action, going to cast out a heal on himself, because that's something with combat wild shape he can do. It takes... Do you need details on that?
No, I trust you know how to play your class.
Okay. Oh, good. I heal 3 hit points. That's going to go a very long way.
1,700 hit points.
You said you trust me? Okay, I have healed for 3, and it cost me a spell slot. And that is the end of my turn with my action readied of biting if he gets in melee range.
Sure. Murook.
Can I get on the other? Can I get right here, or do I have to take a action advantage, like right here?
You can't quite. Well, you can squeeze in between the ogres if you want. So yeah, you can go there.
Or what is it? Well, do they take what was that?
Nope. No, there's no attack of opportunity because you're not leaving their space. Their attack range.
All right, I'm gonna move here, and I think I'm gonna attack the big old glowy guy one more time. That seems to be the thing to do today.
Yeah.
Plus, he's the fairly obvious target.
Did he roll an attack?
Yes, I did. I rolled an 18, and
I don't see it. Okay.
wait, it's right there.
It just showed up for me.
All right.
So you roll 10 damage.
Yep.
It's looking pretty bad.
So there's not much else I can do, so.
And I'm ribbiting loudly.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
You have interesting interactions.
So just like you predicted, the Sork starts running up to you. Roll with advantage.
Oh, I will.
Because he is.
Roll with advantage and get 15 inspiration points.
Only if your last name is Sally. Alright,
So
I hit 20.
That definitely hits.
And he is going to take, no matter what, 19 damage, apparently, because he rolled very well on damage. 10 of that, 9 is piercing, 10 is poison, if that matters. And last thing is that the target is grappled with an escape DC of 13, which I don't know how that works. I don't know if that means he can try to do that on his turn or what.
Well, since you're ready in action, it's kind of technically your turn, so he'll be able to try to escape immediately, I think. Or does it say at the end of his turn, or the end of your turn? Or
see what it
say?
The condition: a grappled creature's speed becomes 0. It can't benefit. The condition ends if they're incapacitated. No.
I think it's the start of my turn. I try to get out of
Okay, that would make sense to me.
Yeah,
that would make sense. Escaping. You can use your action to escape.
Yeah, well, it's kind of weird because like you did it as a rated action, but he hasn't used his attack action yet. So let's just.
That's fair. I mean, that makes sense.
Is it dexterity or strength?
It would be strength. I think that said it right there. It would be. It can be either strength or dex. So athletics or acrobatics.
These guys are pretty strong.
I would be willing to bet that.
Yeah, but you bite him, but he pushes himself right out of your mouth.
Ah.
He goes, "I hate froggies."
Well, at least he can't hit me.
So these other orcs. Hold on. Did you know that orcs can use a bonus action to move again if it sees a target?
I did not.
Oh no.
It can.
That's no good.
It has bonus action if they can see their target, they can take another move speed. It's sorry you bite his boss. He's done.
That's fair.
19.
That is a hit.
Take 8 slashing damage.
I was gonna say it's very conveniently always 9.
These guys are rolling pretty good. This one's gonna throw a javelin at you. 15.
That'll hit.
9 piercing damage.
Okay.
This one. Stop. There we go. One uses bonus action to run up to you. 8 does not hit. I imagine.
8 does not hit. This guy has an AC of 11, but that one does not hit.
But now all these guys see the carnage that has unfolded in the rest of this battle.
Yeah, they do. And
This ogre here doesn't really see this big elephant as much of a threat, actually. He hasn't managed to land a hit on him. But he has seen Chaka Kahn throw a dagger. But it's going to move away, so Murook, you can do an opportunity attack.
How about just advantage, or how does that work?
He's still under fairy fire, so yeah.
That
hit, though.
That whiffs.
Oh wait, no, 18. Yeah, 18 hits.
8.
Takes 12 damage. But he's going to attack you, Chaka Kahn. Takes those great club. 17.
It hits.
Take 12 bludgeoning damage.
Dang. Half of my damage. It's half my hit point.
No hurt, friend. And this one's going to attack you, Verikan.
Am I not threatening or something?
You haven't hit anything yet.
What was that number?
16.
It deflects off the shield.
You're right.
You're like upset by this. It's like, what? Not threatening. BigFellow.
I have a question. If I move right over here, would I be able to see this ogre or that ogre to shoot it with the crossbow?
See here about your vision. You'll be able to attack the one in the middle.
But not the one that's on fire. Because I got a range of 8
fire. Yeah, you just can't see the one that's on fire.
Okay. And the ogres that are like right here, if they saw me and decided to attack me, would I have like a cover like that they could use to roll disadvantage?
You can like attack them and then move back into cover, like a Gears of War. So.
All right. So yeah, I want
these guys.
I want to attack this guy with advantage on the crossbow. And I want to get back into cover.
Sure.
Ugh.
Six does not hit.
Damn it.
If
Can I use my inspiration point?
Sure.
All right. So I use my inspiration point. What do I do? That what happens now?
Oh wait, inspiration is was it a plus D6 to your roll? You won't be able to hit them even if you roll maximum.
So I won't. All right, never mind. Then I don't use the inspiration.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Inspiration is just a reroll.
Oh.
I'm thinking of the Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, okay.
Which Zyzzyx has.
Zyzzyx has that, yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you can roll again if you want to use your inspiration.
All right.
$18 hits. Takes 9 damage.
9.
Then I get back into cover.
He looks quickly in your direction. Doesn't see anything.
Are you supposed to be big and tough?
Yes, but I am. I'm only level 3. Cut me some slack, Jack.
So am I!
Yeah, he only has 8 hit points.
right now, the only people who aren't not feeling the hurt are me and Vertigan. Oh, mainly just me because no one's hitting me.
Is that sphere concentration, by the way?
Yes, it is. I haven't seen anything that uses concentration though.
Yeah, you haven't gotten hit yet, so I gotta remember that.
I'll be attacking the guy again.
This one, fire guy.
Yeah.
22 hits. Might as well roll again in case you get a crit.
Nope.
No.
Unnatural 20.
Yeah. Takes 8 damage. He's looking pretty. He's like slouching. At this point, he's like supporting himself on his club.
I'm not exactly sure if I can slam him with the sphere since there's no real like run up it can do.
As far as I know, it's like you don't need it's like just a few feet, so yeah, you can hit him with the sphere again. I use it a lot when I played my wizard. That's at least how Mark did it. So it's what, a dex save?
DC 13.
You're not very dexterous. 7.
Takes 9 damage.
How do you want to kill this ogre? Fire.
Probably gets him down to a knee and after the previous hit, and then just slams him into the gut with the sphere.
For Corellin.
Totally just burns up.
Corellin,
you want to now. All right, Chaka Kahn. I knew this.
What?
Oh, nothing. Go ahead.
Longsword you could use.
Alright, I use my longsword on the guy who just took away half of my hit points. What is
I gotta get the first for the.
Why is it on an advantage?
Because you saw the fairy fire on him.
No, I'm talking about the guy who just hit me.
I know you had fairy fire on both of them.
He doesn't. I thought he did.
He doesn't glow because you passed that dexterity.
Alright, longsword.
You know, that was technically concentration 2. I should have had you roll for that, but my own fault for not recognizing it. 13 hits. Do you do one-handed or two-handed?
Two-handed.
Can't change it now.
What?
I'm just
No,
saying
she's
you have to do two-handed. You're fairy fire. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about concentration right now since he's almost dead. Zyzzyx, your turn.
All right. Yuck. Zyzzyx is going to. So if I were to try to move, I am going to take 3 opportunity attacks.
Yep.
So I don't recommend that. What I think I need to do is try to take out one of the orcs around me. Or I could try to do even more damage to the commander. I'm gonna attack this top orc.
Okay.
With a bite action. And for Bardic Inspiration, I can see what the roll is, but you don't tell me the results before I decide to use it. Is that right?
Yeah, you have to do it beforehand.
It's I see the results but don't hear the outcome.
You see the results, and then you decide if you want to do it again.
Okay.
You want to use it, I mean.
All right, so here's my bite attack. I am going to use my Bardic Inspiration. Is it just a D4? Or is it D6?
I think it's a D6. What does it say, Sarah?
Hold on. So your Bardic Inspiration, D6.
All right. Would a 15 even hit? Let's see. Roll. I rolled a 14.
Yep, so that hits.
Yes! Hey, thanks, Sarah. And it does... Hold on, I gotta get back to my toads thing. Clear. Oh shoot, I rolled them separately, that's why I didn't do damage together. Okay. 11 piercing and 5 poison.
Wow. And you're attacking this guy?
Yeah, the one on top.
Yeah, he's
Oh.
chop his head off somehow, even though these toads don't have teeth.
Like gummit.
Yeah, you kill him to death.
Well,
That's nasty.
dude, gums are pretty. Gums can. It's very surprising how hard gums can bite for.
That's because they're getting attached to all that jaw.
Ah, don't kill me.
Oh, sorry, I meant to take off your.
Oh, you're saying you killed it.
And I'm wondering. No, I'm almost out of slots. Nope, I'm not going to do that. I hope everyone enjoyed the frog. I don't think he's going to last past this round.
Murook, see if you can take attention away from Chaka Kahn.
Oh, that's easy. Hold on. All right, let's see if I can actually hit something. Let's see if I can hit him for something this time. All right, let's try this out. I'm going to. I believe I'm in range.
Yeah, you are.
I'm going to. Still rolling for advantage.
Yep. 'Cause I'm a dumb and forgot about concentration.
Yeah, I think I hit it.
22 hits, yeah.
All right, and
Hey, over here, dummy.
hey, why don't you pick on someone on your own size? And since I can still move. I can still move.
Yeah, go ahead and move.
I am going to move here.
He kind of looks where he was attacked from. He's like, "Where'd you go?" Okay, now these orcs though. They're gonna try to finish off this frog.
We'll see. Come on, bad rolls.
So this
If you want to, you can
little one's gonna attack you with his great axe.
Zyzzyx
13.
13 is a hit. Come on, low damage.
Take 13 slashing damage.
That is not low. All right, so a couple of things happened. One, you said 13 total.
13.
Okay, so the frog disappears, and Quizlix is back in its place, and Zyzzyx, and he is going to take 6 rollover damage, because that's how that works. Because I had 7 left as the frog, I turned, and then rollover goes to the druid's form.
How much do you have? How much HP do you have left?
15 left, so I'm doing all right compared to some of you guys. But now my
orc.
got lucky my AC is 15 instead of 11 now, so that helps.
Yeah, the commander orc. He goes, "You were one of those lizard slaves all along."
And I would have gotten away with it too, except for you meddling orcs.
Ah, pisses me off.
Well,
What he hits more than lizard than the frogs is lizard men.
I throw the copper coins I'm still holding in his face.
He is outraged that one of the slaves that the cultists gave him turned into his mortal enemy. And he hits you with imagine a 22 hits.
Ah, yeah, that's gonna do it.
You take 14 slashing damage.
Hey ho!
He tells the other one, it's like this remaining orc saying, "Take care of the others." This orc runs right up to Murook. 17.
But what sort of damage is it? May I ask?
Slashing. Well, it's slashing damage.
All right, take half damage on that.
Yeah, you take 7 slashing or 4 slashing damage.
And now we get to roll the die and see how much he gets hit for. 2.
He feels a little tingle as he hits you, but he barely notices. He just thinks it's the thrill of battle.
Wait, hold on. How much damage did I lose, by the way? I forgot.
4.
4. Tis but a scratch.
And the ogre Murook is gonna take a swing at you.
Well, let's see.
25.
Yeah, that hits.
Well, this guy's damage isn't okay. There we go. Does 5 bludgeoning damage.
Is that after I resist it or
Yeah.
before?
After you resist it.
Okay, and he takes 2 damage.
It's like he clunks you with his club. He clunks you with his club and then it bounces back and hits him in the face. Like, oof!
He's gotta hit somebody. He feels a little tingle again. Much.
Alright, so I'm going to do what I did last time again. I'm gonna, like, get this guy with a crossbow.
Sure. He's looking not quite on his last leg.
Not like
23.
Zyzzyx.
He's a crit too.
Nice.
Takes 13 damage. And that's enough to you get him right between the eyes. Falls down.
Now you can come help me.
Yeah.
D'Artagnan would be proud of that shot.
He's,
Oh,
I don't think he's
Dalton.
ever, oh,
Hard to
I think
get.
he's ever darted an ogre between the eyes before.
Yeah. There's it.
Verikan, your turn.
Murook seems to have things under control.
It's surrounded by death. The one guy who didn't want to kill everyone is surrounded by death bodies.
Truly, I am cursed.
Now, Zyzzyx is extremely hurt.
I have 1 HP remaining.
So you're
But
I think technically you pass by this orc right here.
No, I go south and then west.
Okay.
Yeah, since he doesn't seem to be yeah, I'm gonna use my action to heal him.
Aww. That's so nice.
Corellin
Holy
Wow.
heal.
He's like full health.
Jeez.
That's the good stuff.
A beam of heavenly light just shines upon you, and your scales just heal.
Yeah, that is huge. Thank you.
Taste the rainbow indeed.
And
Okay, I really do want one of those pamphlets when this is done now.
And not the toilet
bring your
paper.
spear.
Yeah, that's my only action. Is
Bonus action though, you can move your sphere though, right?
oh yeah, good
Could you,
point.
can you move him to this guy, maybe? Or
Yeah,
is that too far?
you've got him. No, that would go through Zyzzyx. Okay, yeah, sure. Thwomp.
There's a dex save.
Yep.
15.
That saves, so 3. And it's bouncing past.
Yeah, this fire hits him in the face, but he swats it away. Chaka Kahn.
Mesmerized by the power of Corellin, I'm gonna go towards the beam of light. And then, is Zyzzyx completely healed now, or what happened?
Close enough. Don't worry about me.
Oh, okay. Well,
Thank you, though.
I'm gonna. Where are you pointing at?
You're on my tab.
Long sword. Actually, I'm gonna long sword that orc.
Sure. Well, that hits.
Nice one.
Thank you.
You take 6 damage. It's looking bloody.
Anything else you can do with bonus action if you want to do another.
I can do what?
So as a bonus action, you could do a Bardic Inspiration, or you could do the Mantle if you wanted to.
What?
The Mantle of Inspiration, you can do that if you want to. If you don't want, it's okay.
Should give Mantle of Inspiration to Verikan because he used the power of Corellin so well. I don't even know what I just said.
He wants to use.
You should maybe give it to Zyzzyx since it's his turn next.
Well, Mantle of Inspiration, what is that? Is that to give someone inspiration?
I don't know. Christopher just said that.
I'm saying. Well, when Zyzzyx was hurt, I was telling her she should do the Mantle of Inspiration to Zyzzyx because
what is the Mantle of Inspiration?
As a bonus action, spend 1 use of Bardic Inspiration to grant 5 temporary hit points to up to 3 creatures you can see. I could give it to both Verikan and Zyzzyx.
Okay.
I'm good now. Don't give. I mean, you can if you want, but I am
pretty healthy.
I feel so much better.
If only she could see BigFellow.
That's
Hey, I'm probably about to. Well, actually, I'm good.
Yeah. All right. So, Verikan, how much health do you have?
23 out of 30. So.
All right. So I guess you want to do another Bardic Inspiration on Zyzzyx?
Sure.
All right. She's going to do Bardic Inspiration on Zyzzyx.
I love it. I know exactly what I'm going to do with that, too.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Oh, perfect. Okay. I am going to first hit the. I'm gonna try to hit the chief with a quarterstaff.
Okay, do it with advantage.
It's going to be. Wait, why do I get advantage on that?
Because this orc is crazy.
Love it.
He's a berserker.
Okay.
So that means whenever he's berserking, he gets advantage and you get advantage.
Understood. Okay. I'm sorry. I assumed a 21 hit.
Yeah.
Okay. And I am holding. Oh, I'm not holding a shield. So then I would have done that with a. I don't have a shield in my inventory.
Well, you should have got that when you made a character.
Maybe I picked something different. But yeah, I don't have a shield. That's something to look at. But that would mean that I'm using 2. No, I was doing it one-handed, obviously. No, I really was about to say that makes sense that I would have struck two-handed, but that makes no sense.
I mean,
it's less, but
if you don't have a shield, then I would assume you're doing it two-handed.
Yeah, me too. But for some reason, that's dumb about how Roll20 puts both of them. But yeah, I would definitely have been doing it two-handed.
Yeah,
can't deny
I guess
that.
I assume unless you have a shield, you're always doing it two-handed.
Yeah. But I'm not done. I am, as a bonus action, going to use one of my abilities called Hungry Jaws, which means I can make a bite attack, and if it hits, I get a temporary HP. So would that also be at advantage?
Yeah.
Okay. I am going. Don't tell me, because I am going to use my bardic inspiration to roll a d6 to add to that. It is a 19.
Yeah, it definitely hits.
Okay. Now, no, you don't have to tell me. You can tell me after we fight. I deal 2 piercing damage to him and gain 1 temp HP.
Nice, that was worth it.
Hooray!
And that's my turn.
You did it, Sarah.
I did it. Thank you for the inspiration.
Now, what do I? Now, I have a weird idea. I just want to toss this stuff. I'm going to grab this guy and throw him into the flaming sphere.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, give me a that'll be basically a shove attack.
Well, not. I guess I could grapple him and just toss him into it.
Yeah, so give me a strength.
At advantage. Since hooray, Barbarian Rage.
Oh, you better roll good.
Ooh,
Yeah, he shrugs you off.
I am. Well, since I can still move, I'm gonna move over here. Well, actually, I'm gonna move here so that I'm a bit closer to both battles, and we'll. Not much else I can do, so that's my turn. It was worth a shot.
This orc, though, looks around, sees body of his comrades. It's all over the place. And he's going to try to flee. But Murook, you can attack him. Well, he's going to disengage. He just runs away. This orc here is going to continue attacking Zyzzyx because the boss hates him.
I'm not a frog anymore.
Yeah, but you're one of the Lizardfolk slaves.
That's true.
Like, close enough.
Owners. But 8 does not hit.
No, it does not.
But the commander work's going to hit you. 13 slashing damage.
Okay, that's a hefty.
Thank Corellin, you were healed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll teach you. That'll make you learn your place.
All right, so how are these 2 guys looking, by the way, in terms of like health?
They're both bloody.
All right, so I want to move.
Well, okay. Well, this orc's bloody. The commander orc's is a little worse for wear.
All right, so I want to go right over here, like get out of cover, and as I'm walking this way, I pick up a rock from the ground, and I cast catapult at the commander orc.
Dexterity save. Uh, 15. So he passes. Does he take half damage?
Let's see here. On if you're. Sorry, I gotta read the whole thing again.
I don't think he. I think he just misses.
Yeah, I guess it misses. Nuts.
15 damage though. That would have been a lot.
Yeah, it's like this is only the second time I've cast catapult, and each time it misses its target.
One of my favorite times to use catapult was a mimic snuck up on my gnome wizard, and I cast Catapult on it, and I catapulted it into the wall. It was like booga booga booga. I was like, ah! And I just catapult.
That's a good use of a catapult.
Yeah, but it just whizzes over his head, just barely misses.
Nuts. Oh, I guess that's my turn.
Would have been good. Verikan.
It's the one to the south that's really dislikes Zyzzyx.
Yeah, this guy. Yeah.
All right.
I think he might be racist.
Well, speciesist might be the better term, but I think we get your point.
Well, let's shine some light on that. Guiding bolt.
The 14. 14 hits. Do it. You have advantage, so just roll again and keep it.
Nope.
Okay, I see he takes 14 damage.
That is.
And before the end of my next turn, everybody has advantage against him because he basically has a one-round version of Fairy Fire.
Guiding Bolt's just the next attack on him.
Oh yeah, on the next attack. It just one time.
Everyone has advantage on him anyway.
No. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Because he's Berserker.
Yeah. Chaka Kahn.
I'm gonna
Probably
longsword. Sorry, what?
You can probably finish off the sword here if you get lucky.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. That's my longsword.
Yeah, 21. You want to finish him off in a special way?
Hold his scalp and wait, no, I have to. You do it with both hands. Just kidding. I just cut his head off.
Okay. I mean, that's classic Aragon. You know. Zyzzyx.
All right, I am again wanting to thwack him with my quarterstaff, and I know it's bludgeoning, but I want to specifically say that I'm trying to do non-lethal damage, and I'm going to say to the people around me, it's because something just clicked with me that I think you've been trying to get me to realize. He keeps talking about Lizardfolk slaves. Orcs kidnapped. Orcs raided my village and took slaves. I think he might know where my village was taken. Don't kill him. And then I thwack him on the head.
Okay. Do you have how many hit points do you have?
I have 6.
Okay. Well, I forgot if you took damage or not. I just want to make sure I didn't damage you instead of someone else.
No.
All right. So let's go ahead and attack him. And you let the other people know.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, 18 hits.
All right. And a 9.
He's still standing, but he's looking...
It's okay.
He's looking kind of bad.
Okay.
Murook.
I'm trying to think here. What do I do?
Now, like Brice said, if you choose to attack and it's a killing blow, you can choose to do it non-lethally. And it just basically knocks them unconscious or whatever.
I will specify that the non-lethal damage rules in 5e, you can only do that with melee. You can't say a non-lethal arrow according to rules as written.
I was gonna take my the head off my arrowhead and just shoot the stick.
Again, the ultimate rule is up to the DM, but that's rules as written.
I mean, if you put a punching glove at the end,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
You
Box.
are an artificer.
Oh, you got a green arrow that. Okay.
You are an artificer. You could build it.
That's true. I also my Skype name is Oliver Queen. It would be in spirit.
Okay. I'm gonna move over here behind him.
I should do that when I go into town. Make non-lethal arrows.
And I'm just gonna hit him with my stick, my big old pointy stick.
with advantage.
Ooh, that didn't quite go to plan.
Yeah, it goes right between his body and his arms. It's like you were
Right.
pretending to kill him in a play.
Roll for deception.
But he's gonna turn to you as he sees this pole arm miss him. Do you want to do that
Ooh.
from 5-foot range? Just asking. A 10-foot range?
No, I was right here.
Okay. So turn around. Hit you with a 22 hits, I imagine.
Yeah, it does.
You take 6 slashing damage.
Is that after I resist it?
Yep.
Okay. 6.
He goes, "Oh, you're a tough one, aren't you? You want to join the..." He looks around at all the dead bodies and goes, "You want to join my army?"
While he says that, he gets hit for 6 damage.
So you want to join my army? Ugh! And he falls backwards, prone.
Well,
And he's essentially out of combat now.
We did it.
we did it.
Oh, now that's what I call a knight's encounter.
That was a good combat encounter.
Yeah, this was a big one.
And we didn't need no stinking dog.
Yep.
Oh man, little man is going to be so sad that he missed all this.
He's prone, but he's not incapacitated.
But is he unconscious?
No, he just got knocked down. He's
Okay.
struggling to get back up now.
Can I tie him? Can I tie him down with my rope?
Or chain, either one.
Yeah, let's do it with the chain. That seems like a safer bet.
Yeah, so you put his hands behind his back, tie his arms up, tie his feet, hog time, whatever.
Okay. So, you said something about other Lizardfolk slaves. Tell me about that.
While they're talking, I want to search the corpses of these guys back here for any valuables and or healing potions.
First, let's do Zyzzyx thing. Goes, yeah, your kind made a nice gift from the cult of let's say Thanos. The cult of Talos. Very useful.
Rejoice, you're about to be killed by the children of Thanos.
Yeah.
Cult of
Cult of Talos.
Cult of Talos. So where are they being held? Where are they being used?
I'm not telling you nothing.
What can I do? I am going to use Druidcraft to make a faint odor of a skunk in a 5-foot cube on his head and say, I know that I'm blessed in the ways of nature. I can make this smell follow you in your nose for the rest of your life. Tell me what I want to know.
Is that intimidation?
I think so. That's it. But to be fair, it's a very weak intimidation, which is fitting with my -1. So,
do an intimidation.
how about that? How does he like it?
He's like, I call that an improvement.
You can try to convince him to.
You can threaten to a
Can I try something?
Hold on before you do. So then I pick a flower and I put it in his armor and I make it bloom like really extravagantly and flamboyantly.
You can do a persuasion roll.
And I say, now, how about this? Don't look so tough. How do you think that your clan would react to you if this was a permanent part of your body?
Yeah, do intimidation with advantage.
That's how you do it.
That's a 13. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting here. I'm probably going to need the party to help me.
I mean, he's like, get these things off me. Starts to try to shake.
Oh, you want to shake? You want to shake them loose? Why, let me help you with that. And I pick them up and I shake them around a little bit.
Yeah.
Is it
like-
okay if Shaka-
This is
is it okay if Shaka
this orc is
Shaka-
probably.
Sorry.
It's not your turn yet.
Sorry.
Sorry, but this orc is probably about as big as you are, Murook. Maybe not as wide,
These are perfect times for
but
I'm picking them up.
picking them up, you shake them, and like, give me. He's like, "Oh, it's like a nice back massage." You guys aren't good at this torture thing, are you?
I think we should let Dreamweaver try something.
I'm trying to-
I say that I know a lot about torture.
No, you don't.
Give me an
It's-
intimidation check.
Huh?
Oh, well, go ahead, keep
I'm
talking.
using deception, and I tell her that I tell them that I know that I can teach them the ways of torture.
Give me a deception check or intimidation.
What? I intimidate.
Well, I mean, deception is a thing, right? I'm not misremembering.
Boom.
You are not misremembering.
Yeah. I mean, either way, it'll count. He's like, little thing like you, torturer, but you can tell is like, there. Oh, what's
Bless you,
Zyzzyx made. He's like, little thing like you knows about torture, but you can tell like he sees something in your eyes that like makes him think it might be true.
You start small. That way you can work yourself up and make the torture last longer. For example, just work on their fingernails first. Maybe rip out a fingernail, one at a time.
Ew.
I love how I think by the end of this campaign, a lot of you are going to be chaotic, evil, or something. And since you rolled a nat 20 on that, he's not going to doubt you.
Like Zyzzyx wants to know.
But he just goes, give it your best shot.
Okay.
We're gonna have to do bad things to this guy.
Oh, no, we don't. I
I
figured out how to torture him. I pull out my bagpipes.
But do you have to punish us all?
And I get real close to him.
Give me a performance check.
I like to use the help action to give him advantage.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh.
yeah, you join them. You can see that he's like starting to cringe. Just get right into his ear.
Why'd you roll?
I did that because you have a large who you're probably joining him into. I don't know.
But what
Are you
happened?
singing like Barbie Girl? Like Barbie Girl or something?
No.
Yeah.
What?
Barbie girl on bagpipes.
Yeah.
And what?
I'm a
I'm
backpack girl in a backpack world.
Good one.
no, it hasn't been done, but
Yeah, he's starting to cringe.
This plan got.
He's like,
I think what else can I do to do?
Show more of the fingernail thing. I take the orc by the hand. I take my dagger out, and I put my dagger in
whoa,
between.
whoa, 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 whoa! We aren't that far yet.
what is this?
What is
The
it?
Bush era? Or was it Obama? Obama did the waterboarding, right?
Yeah.
Or did he
Yeah.
stop that? I forget.
It's hard to remember anything happening.
Hard to remember
before
all the
these-
war crimes.
Yeah.
It's hard to remember all the war. I mean, you don't have to do it. Since you roll such a high thing, you can like threaten them with it.
All right. I am gonna I'm gonna tell you what I want to do, and you tell me if it works out. So Thorn Whip is a cantrip. It's the attack where you hit with a thorny vine. But
Yeah.
instead of attacking, what I want to do is get the vine up, and then you can also use it to pull people closer to you. So I'm gonna get the vine up. I'm gonna wrap it slowly around his neck, and then pull his face close to me, like right in front of me, and I'm gonna say, if you don't tell us, if you don't answer my questions, I'm going to release both of these to their full fury. And I point to, or I indicate Murook and Chaka holding the dagger on the hand.
And Murook is like playing this dramatic music on his
just
backpipe.
Yeah,
Actually,
and
I
so
just
loud.
looked at some- I found a
The,
cover of Rasputin by you know the Boney M song.
You said
Rasputin.
Rasputin?
Yeah.
Rasputin. That one?
Yeah, yeah.
Russia's famous love machine. That's
On bikes.
Oh, well.
it probably sounds rad. Wow. So yeah,
And
like
you are running out of chances.
yeah. So these thorns just wrap around his neck and just dig into his
Mm-hmm.
into it. Like he's like just dark red blood just gets to ooze from his neck. And roll me intimidation with advantage.
Oh, but it's so bad.
But it's an advantage, so you might actually get.
It's a -1.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Go ahead and roll.
Not good at this.
Since you have Chaka Khan backing you up, just roll a bardic inspiration along with that.
Okay.
Like she's behind you, just like taunting her dagger.
I only get to a 15 total.
And like his you can tell he's like just the thorns itself may like kill him, you know. He was that low on health. And he just starts like just tightens up. And he goes, fine. I'll tell you.
I loosen up a little.
Yeah, so some relief on his neck. He goes, after we left the mountains, we went to the half-orcs of Neverwinter Wood for help in the cult of Talos. They had a fresh supply of Lizardfolk slaves. And they gave us a few as part of a trade between the two of us. But we already ate them.
Okay.
All right, I squeeze it and finish it, and pop his head off with my vine.
Okay.
And then I look and I lock eyes with Murook while I'm doing it, and I say, "Only good orc is a dead orc."
Mm-hmm.
I look at him like I give him a very worried look. Like,
And go ahead.
and I'm thinking to myself, man, I just wish I'd stayed home. Man, I should have stayed in bed that day.
Yeah. So, like, you would have, like, you didn't RP even wrong, but the ones that attacked your village were definitely half orcs.
Oh. Okay.
But I doubt you would care.
Yeah. I've been pretty. I've been racist
Yeah.
specious against orcs the whole time. Half orc, full orc.
Not that there's a bunch of a difference.
Yeah, anything with any orc in it.
So, yeah, these orcs came. The orcs came from the mountains.
Okay.
But you just learned that they went to the cult of Talos.
Yep.
For assistance at some point. But they didn't find the slaves very useful, so they just had a dinner of them one night.
Yep.
That's
all you learned is that they met somewhere in Neverwinter Wood, which is where you're from.
Yeah. So that I got Cult of Talos though. That's a good lead.
And you've got your big buddy elephant here worried for your sanity now.
Hey, if you've seen the things I've seen,
Right. So I know it's a little late, but if you want to explore a little bit before we end our session, you can do that. You can probably do the rest of this area.
Yeah, I think with in a full hour before midnight, which is usually our hard cutoff, I think that makes sense to keep going.
Yeah. There's no more combat or anything or heavy RP stuff.
Let's
we'll keep on going.
I guess let's just kind of explore and see what we got here.
So they told me that they said those doors were shut, so we're gonna have to find another way in.
Let me just get my notes back up. Now, since we haven't really, as a DM, I was going to remind some of you that if you want to, find out what something is, even if you don't know as a player, you can always roll usually a history or an arcana check, and I will tell you, or religion or anything like that, and I can tell you if your character knows anything about a place or an object or anything like that. Just hasn't really come up yet in this adventure, but since a few of us are new.
I can also sense if there's any magic or spell items within 60 feet.
Oh, nice.
But as long as it's not, that isn't behind total cover.
Can you tell any difference between like what the item is, or once we all get at least 1 or 2 magical items is not now useless? Because the answer will always be yes.
Yeah, I can only tell. It's like basic radar.
Okay.
I can sense that something's there. I can't really tell what it is.
Okay, but you'd be able to say, okay, and it's not the sword that you have been carrying; it's something else.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can
say,
but
that you can see a hole in the wall that's covered in rubble, right?
Oh, perfect.
Right here.
I
With
do
some work,
also.
you could probably claw through it.
Okay.
I could probably let me.
That's all you can see right now.
You want to take a walk around the perimeter, see what else we can see? I think that's a good idea. Before we do, I want to loot this captain's body. And I know that BigFellow wanted to do some things with those bodies.
I wanted to see if they had any healing potions on them.
I want to get our coppers back.
Potions. Nothing much of value on their person. On the captain, I'm gonna put an X on him because he is headless.
He is headless.
You do see a great axe, pretty good condition.
Oh, all right.
Which is a basic weapon, but it's pretty good.
Is it better than my halberd?
It is a D12 plus your proficiency, but it does not have the range.
Yeah, I think I'm sticking with my halberd's just too good so far.
Okay.
I mean, I'll let me see. What is my? We'll see. I'm gonna grab it.
On the great axe. On the great axe, it's sketched. It says, "From your love, Butterface."
Oh. That's Daddy.
Oh no!
All right, I have that, so I'm gonna add that into my inventory, and we'll talk about sharing it later.
They're both dead, so don't worry about it.
All right. While they go search around for stuff, I'm gonna start digging out this hole so we can get through.
Yeah. Yeah. Remember, Quizlix is over here too. If you want him to scout.
Okay, I'm good with letting him just kind of chill because
I'll just say you spent a few minutes scouting out the
Oh, you mean just real quick make you go around? Yeah. That's a good idea. I'm gonna do what I think is the. There we go.
So Quizlix, you see another opening over here.
Okay.
Much more free of rubble. You think you can just walk through it if you want to.
Got it.
Yeah.
But the rest of the buildings is pretty intact.
Okay. So guys, on the other side, there is a larger opening. Looks like we could just waltz right in, or we can keep clearing here.
It won't take long. It'll take like 20 minutes or so to clear a path, or you can just walk over and walk in the other room.
I mean,
I think we should head over to the open area.
Yeah.
All right. We'll just go over to the open area then.
Thanks for starting to clean up.
Yeah.
So you see kind of like almost like a one-room apartment where you see some beds and some stoves. Hadn't been used in years, it looks like, but looks like maybe the priestess temple slept here, cooked their meals. You see a door on the east wall, on the west wall.
Okay. I'll go ahead and fully enter. Now and that door is closed.
Door's closed.
Okay. Now, should we be concerned about and does it look like that the orcs have been walking? Does it look like there's like footprints or there's paths of disturbed dust, or does it look like that people haven't been in here for a while?
It looks like
I'm trying to get a sense of if those
Actually,
orcs have been moving around in here.
orcs have been living here, I suppose. So, like, yeah, it looks like
Okay.
they've been sleeping in the beds,
Okay.
and they've been using the temple as a hideout.
Okay. I wonder if they've left any traps for us. I know that that orcs are very sneaky, terrible creatures, and would probably stoop so low to use traps. So I kind of want to investigate this door.
Oh, just the door?
Yeah, I want to look at just the door, really. That's what I'm concerned about before I open it. I'm not smart enough to cut. 17 to see if there are traps on the door.
You don't seem to notice any traps.
Okay.
You see a symbol of a Savras.
Okay, and I assume that's probably all over the place in here.
Yeah, like, well, maybe not necessarily in the cooking room.
Gotcha.
I'm seeing if there's actually a symbol for Savras. Yeah, you see a almost like a globe, like a crystal ball, encrusted with jewels.
Nice.
On the wall.
I think
actual jewels on there.
No, it's just
just a picture. Okay,
it's carving. Yeah.
Okay.
each jewel is worth 1,000,000 gold.
Yeah. I'm gonna open the door.
Am I able to pry some of these jewels off of the door?
They're just carvings.
It's just a carving. I mean, you can try. It'll just be little chips of wood, but sure.
Maybe BigFellow doesn't really understand value and thinks that pictures of gems are just as valuable.
Okay, so this is the main hall of the shrine.
Okay.
The roof is about 40 feet high. You see stone pillars supporting the ceiling. Humanoid bones just lay scattered around the floor.
Gross.
You see in the ceiling, there's a 10-foot square hole that leads to the belfry. Belfry.
Which
is
belfry.
Yeah. Where you see a bell made that looks like it's made of untarnished copper.
That's
but
cool.
There's no rope that's hanging from the bell.
Ooh.
Fascinating.
That's a pretty good bell.
I wonder if we should find a way to ring it. Signify our defeat of the orcs.
Little BigFellow grabs a handful of rocks and throws it at the bell.
It hits the. Give me a athletics check. You miss. Doesn't hit it.
Good effort.
Yeah, so he throws the rock up. It doesn't even get that high. Just falls right down and clunks right back onto his head.
Makes a clang.
Yeah, but you can tell that this hole leads into the open sky on the roof.
Okay. So I asked Verikan, you know religion and stuff. What is Savras for? Do you know? What is Savras about?
Give me a religion check. Unless you purposely just want to be oblivious to it.
Like
Never heard of him.
All right.
Murray pipes
Something
up and says, Savras.
I mean, if you want to if you want to do a religion check, but you don't think Savras is a god from your realm.
Doesn't sound like a god from my realm.
Where? Yeah, even with that thing, like you haven't heard people talk about it in the thing. Since this temple is in ruins, you don't think there's many worshippers of Savras in this area.
That's fair. All right. Let's see what's behind door number 2. I would like to see if there. You want to see if there's any traps on that, big fellow?
I would like to initiate scanning phase on door.
It seems like it might be kind of squeaky if you open it.
There's something not right about this door. Shall I jiggle the handle?
Yes, as long as it's clear, we can check it out
I slowly try to open the door.
and make it as creaky as possible. Good Foley, guys. That was perfect.
Hold on one second. I just want to.
As a construct, I wonder if I could just pluck out one of my eyes and toss it underneath the door. We'll be all Mr. Potato Head about it.
Okay, there it is. I just remember reading something earlier, and I was making sure where it was. Okay, so you open up this room.
The ghost room.
Spooky ghost room.
Yeah. Oh, that looks similar too.
You see another room filled with beds. A little nicer than the other ones.
I'm gonna, while they're over there investigating that, I want to investigate this room.
Okay. Room containing 6 beds, moldy mattresses.
Gross.
There's a shattered remains of a wooden table and a stained fireplace containing a rusty cauldron.
Ooh. I want to look in the cauldron.
Yeah, you see that. You see the remains of a stew the orcs must have been making at some point.
I bet it smells gross.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Is there anything? I guess there's nothing else in here.
Yeah, like in the fireplace besides the cauldron.
Yeah. Can I look? Do I see anything else in this room worth noting, worth checking out?
Give me a perception check.
That I'm good at. Well, unless I roll a 1. I rolled a 1.
Yeah, you don't see anything of note in here.
Okay.
But the orcs has definitely been using this place as another sleeping chamber.
Okay. Can I even find the door with a 1?
Yeah. You have to walk through the hole in the wall and then walk all. Murook, you want to open this door, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whew. That was a long walk.
Yeah, you feel a twinge of magic, Murook, as you open this door.
Yeah.
Your fire sense goes. Your elephant sense goes off.
Okay.
6 stone pillars brace the vaulted ceiling of this temple, the floor which is buried under a thick layer of dust. Also covered in dust are 4 humanoid skeletons in tattered priestly vestments, lying near a stone altar sustained in an alcove under the narrow windows. Carved to the front of the altar is a humanoid eye. So you see an altar with an eye top it.
Are we able to see if there's any like secret passages in there? Because this place looks all mysterious like.
You know what? This is as good a place as any to put this. I'm trying to find the right spot. BigFellow, as you walk into the room, you see there's some kind of like statues, like busts of people, of famous men and women and priestesses and priests scattered along the room. But one of the statues definitely looks a little different. And as you take a closer look, you can see quite clearly it's a Warforged head that looks much more ornate than yours. And that they seem to be put it on one of the stone altars as kind of a something of importance, maybe, much like you were left dormant in Faladin. Perhaps one of your others of your kind was left here hundreds of years ago, but only the head remains.
Since it's just the head, that means it's not an operational unit, correct?
It would probably mean it's not.
Would I be able to recognize like its place of origin?
You would almost certainly recognize this as one of your captains from the war hundreds of years ago. You knew him only by his serial number, which I'm not going to bother telling you.
69420.
Captain 12345.
Yep. Whereas yours, as you were like rusted over the years, this one looks much more intact. He shines a silvery gleam.
I guess I pick the head up and with great care and reverence, and I touch foreheads with it, as a gesture of solace, and then I carefully place it inside my pack.
Okay. You didn't find it in any other location that we've been to, so I decided to put it here. But yes,
it's a moving head.
Yeah, Murook, you definitely feel like this altar is magical.
Do I sense if there's any magical items, or just that it's magical?
You can tell that this altar is magical.
Can I investigate the altar?
Yes.
Or do I?
You just look at it. It's a stone altar with an eye carved into it. Other than that, it's kind of unremarkable.
Well, this has served me well in the past. I touched the altar.
Place your hand on the altar, and you become incapacitated.
No.
You're not able to move.
Does he look any? Do we externally? Does he look any different to us, or does it just look like he's standing really still?
It looks like he's not moving at all as he's put your hand on the altar. But Murook, all of a sudden, it's like you're looking down at yourself, touching this altar, and it looks like you're floating upward.
And he doesn't look at all at odds to us, right? He just looks like he's standing still.
No.
Yeah, I just
He's staying still,
for-
but Murook is seeing himself from like the ceiling all of a sudden.
Oh no, not again.
you're teleporting away somewhere.
It, like you just float higher and higher until you reach the ceiling, but you pass right through the roof, and you get higher and higher. And I'm just gonna switch to the map here.
Oh boy.
Oh, jeez.
So you are
You can find the
located.
treasure when you're up there.
So you're located right here's the shrine right here. You float higher and higher until the shrine just looks like a big a little postage stamp size in your vision. And all of a sudden, like, you remember in Doctor Strange when he left his body, he starts getting flown all across the universe? This kind of happens, but like on a smaller scale. And you start heading south. In the shrine, and you see Connonberry and Butterskull Ranch in the distance. It gets smaller and smaller as you get closer to the Sword Mountains right here. You see one of the tallest mountains in the Sword Mountains. And you get closer and closer until you kind of see a surrounding of the area all around you at the peak of this mountain. And you look around and you see in the distance this castle, and all of a sudden your spirit starts rushing towards it at the speed of sound. Starts rushing towards this castle. It's covered in snow, surrounding by snowy peaks, and it gets foggier and foggier as you get closer to it. And you reach the top of this castle, of this keep, and you see Cryovane sleeping at the top of this tower, the snow and ice covered tower. When he breathes, just frost comes out of his nostrils as he snores. And after a split second of watching him sleep, his eyes open. You see a glassy blue eye look at you, and once more your spirit just flies away back to the shrine, back into your body, and you take your hand off the altar. And you can move again.
I immediately start cursing in some foul language that burns the ears of those around me.
Such language, big man!
So as far as everyone else tells that, he's just been standing in front of this altar for about a minute and not doing anything.
Well, that seemed weird.
Well, I know where Cryovane is.
Is he on his way here?
No.
Is he under the altar?
No.
Is he the altar?
No.
Pray tell us, Elephant Man, how did you find out of his location?
Well, I touched this altar here. It knocked my spirit out of my body. Again. Long story there. And it took me on a short little journey over to the Sword Mountains.
Chaka, hearing this, gets really excited and touches at the altar with her hand. Perhaps now I'll get a moment of peace, my mind to myself.
You touch the altar, but nothing happens.
Curses must only work for elephant men.
It's things like this is usually a one-shot deal. So
Also, Murook, did you do a perception check?
I did not.
On the altar.
Oh, I did. No, I don't think I did.
Okay, you were just looking at it.
Can Chaka do a perception check?
I was just. But now that I'm standing right next to it and have touched it, I want to take a closer look at it.
Especially after what just happened.
Give me a perception. You gonna tell them what happened, or you're just gonna say I know?
I'm gonna say, let me look at this thing for a second, and then I'll tell you what I saw.
Give me perception as you check out this altar.
I think the trip has shaken me and has left my perception a little weakened.
Perhaps I shall give it a little.
Yeah, your eyes are just all blurry. You can't quite see any details. You have to get your bearings. Chaka Kahn, though, realizes that the altar's base doesn't quite touch the. It's like it's being lifted.
There seems to be some sort of levitation spell cast upon it, or some sort of anti-magnetronic thingy-majig.
Is that you being Chaka?
Yes, Sarah's in the other room.
Okay.
Okay,
You're doing a great job.
Yes. Well, since I can't really see what the altar is, I could tell you what I saw, and then I go back describing what I saw on my sub-astral vision, if you will. I described flying over to the mountains. I've described the castle. I described Cryvane.
That's more of a keep.
I want to take a closer look at how this thing is levitating.
Yeah.
I said it was a castle. It may have been a keep.
It's kind of the same thing.
But I do describe that Cryvane's sitting right on top of it.
Icespire Keep. It is the dragon of Icespire Keep.
Well, I guess we found where Icespire Peak is.
Yeah, so you, as you tell your story, you kind of lean against the altar, and the altar kind of pushes back as if it's on wheels.
Push it harder.
I catch myself against it, and I actually put my weight into it this time.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't take much. You kind of push it back 3 feet, where you find a wooden coffer in a 1 foot square cavity in the floor.
That got Verikan in here.
Money?
Is the altar still floating?
No, it was on wheels.
Oh, okay.
Are the wheels floating?
Yes, wheels are floating.
Well, Murook, you found it. You want to do the honors?
Sure. What do I need to do? I'm sorry.
So it's a wooden coffer. It has the symbol of the orb, like you're seeing a lot in this room, especially, like in the stained glass windows and stuff. I'm just making up the stained glass part. I don't think there's any in the room.
I just mean open it up.
Wait.
Oh,
I investigate the coffer before I open it because I've learned my lesson this time.
Nice.
Give me a investigation or arcana if you're worried about more magic shenanigans.
Let's do arcana. Yeah. I think I hit that.
And yeah, you don't sense any more magical items in this room, actually. Whatever you did seemed to drain that altar of its power.
Oh wow.
Oh, hey, magic! Hey, folks, it's magic free, so I'm opening up the coffer.
Yep, you open
Good.
it up. You find a little pile of gold pieces,
Woo!
which you count them up. It's 57 gold pieces.
Woo!
Less than what the
And-
farmer was going to pay his men.
At the very bottom of the coffer, you find a key. Which actually, Murook, I apologize. You do sense a little bit more magical presence in the coffer, and this key seems to be the source.
I suggest that we don't take all of the gold because that'd be stealing from a god, and I don't think that's usually very bad for your karma.
Well, you can leave your share then.
You had heard the rumor that the villagers stored their gold here.
So you think? Oh, so this the villagers is not the.
Uh,
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah.
So it's free reign. You know
I
what?
do think that perhaps Cononberry wasn't a small town. You think 75 gold or 57 gold pieces isn't necessarily what if they were hiding all the village's gold for to hide it from the barbarians. That this seems actually like not a lot considering it might be the entire village's worth of gold.
Might want to leave the gold here then and get the key.
Why not take both?
Because if this is
Cononberry has been abandoned for years. None of the villagers are alive anymore.
Yeah, okay. I'm just well,
You
I
wanna
guess
leave
we take the golden date and we'll figure out the consequences later.
that's a good plan.
This magic altar, though, is the magic gone from it?
Yeah, the magic is gone. There's no more magic in this room except for the key.
Well, big fellow, I say that you add that gold into our wages, and we can divvy that up when we get back to work. When we get back home,
Big fellow
And-
takes a sack full of wages and opens it up. As you drop the money in.
Yeah, as you're kind of looking at the gold, milling things over, you take some time to learn what the key is,
mm-hmm.
and it is a mystery key.
Oh,
Question mark is worked on the head of this key. Has a 5% chance of opening any locked door.
I didn't even realize.
Here's-
Okay, I misunderstood when you were talking about the magical aura. Okay,
The key itself is magical. In fact,
How
it
much gold
is.
was it?
57.
It's like almost like a skeleton key, but
Yeah.
it's like
It's not a very good one.
Let me ask you this: if I stick it into a lock and it doesn't trigger, can I pull it out and stick it in again and try again, or is it a one-time chance per lock? Do we know that?
It just says 5% chance.
5% chance. You can keep trying as long as you got time.
Normally, when you try to do that, I let them roll a few times.
Yeah.
But if they fail every time, like the player just gives up.
Got it.
All right, you seem to
Cool.
explore every room in the shrine.
But what's out here to the side here?
We don't know.
That's
we haven't gone to the belfry. If there's a way, is there like a second? There's not a second floor. It's just it
No.
looks out into the sky. Oh, okay.
this was the roof, which I will show you since
Free information.
It doesn't look like there's anything up there. Probably
There's a bell.
there's a bell, but I don't think we can get to it.
That bell does not have any rock marks on it. Big fellow does have rock marks. Yeah, because BigFellow missed with throwing rocks at it, and they bounced back on his own face. Have you not been taking notes on the important things?
So that's what the roof looks like. It's not a separate building.
Yeah.
And it is not on fire.
Yet.
Never say never.
Ooh, that's exciting.
So if the town hid their gold here, and that gold in the thing is just a little bit of gold, maybe there's something buried underneath this whole church.
I was kind of thinking maybe there's something more in Coneyberry, the ruins. But I can't help to look everywhere. Can't hurt to look everywhere.
In the top right,
The ruins of Coneyberry have been for over 10 years at this point. It's probably been ransacked by.
It's been picked clean.
Oh,
If the gold is anywhere, it's here.
oh.
in the top right of the map, in that little circle bit, there's this thing over here that looks like a handle. Maybe it's a trapdoor.
That is the ladder that leads to the top of the only remaining guard tower.
Oh, boo.
I'm trying to think. Wait. I can't. Wait. Could.
If no one objects to this idea, since my character, the BigFellow, doesn't tire of physical exertion, you guys could take a long rest or something here while I search the perimeter looking for anything that could be considered gold and treasure.
Good setup camp.
We've probably only been on the road. It's probably like early afternoon. What time is it, Joey?
Yeah, like this wasn't too far away from Barstool Ranch. So it's probably just around noontime. If you travel all day, you could probably make it back to Phandalin around nightfall.
I don't know if we should get going back to town. Could definitely use with a short rest before we go, but I don't know if it makes sense to pack it in for a long rest here.
Yeah, like I imagine exploring this place will count that as a short rest.
Okay.
Use.
Okay.
Points back.
I do want to.
Yeah, so everyone does a short rest, and I could, while you're doing the short rest, search the entire perimeter for anything that could be treasure worthy, because I don't get tired.
Well, the problem is that what Joey was saying is that since we didn't really do a lot of exertion while we were exploring, that exploration was the short rest.
As you're figuring out the key and all.
I think out of all of us, you're probably the one that should take the short rest most of all.
Well, that wasn't very good. One more. Hey, okay.
But if you want to explore the, I would say it'll take a short rest worth of time for you to kind of make a round around the barriers and see if you see anything unusual.
Yeah, I definitely don't mind that. I was just saying that it wouldn't. We already counted. So yeah, I'm good with.
It's a casual enough act just walking around that I'll count that as a short rest.
Okay.
But you don't find much of use, but you do see something out of place. On one of the ruined guard towers in the corner here. Yeah, so right here in one of the ruined guard towers, you see underneath all the debris, you see a rusty iron bell. This place doesn't seem like it was meant to house a bell, but you see a bell underneath all the debris.
Like size of a cowbell? Or like how big?
Like the size that you would see on top of a church or a shrine.
Oh.
Very large. It's rusted and made of iron.
Is iron more valuable than copper? We could sell the bell.
No. What I'm saying is maybe we should move the bell and see what's under it.
I don't think I can lift it, but see what you can do, big man. Big elephant man.
Big Man and Elephant Man could both try to lift the bell.
Yeah.
Do you think an elephant man and a robot could lift 500 pounds?
Oh,
I
I know
do.
this joke. I know this joke.
A human can lift
Yeah.
500 pounds if they're trained.
Give me a strength check.
Do I take? Well, I'm not raging, so I'm not going to take advantage.
I keep thinking because you're a robot, you're a lot stronger than you are.
He is a 400-year-old robot.
Yeah.
Also, my character gets stronger the more he, quote, remembers how badass he used to be back in the olden days.
Ah.
The bell's kind of like lying on its side, like, you know, in the debris, and you're able to pull it forward so it's standing upwards. The bell looks like it was probably part of the building at some point. But you don't see anything unusual under it or behind it or anything like that.
Nothing inside the bell?
Nothing but what you would expect a bell to have.
A uvula, basically. What do they call the things in a bell?
The ringer?
Can I hit the bell with my? Can I hit the bell?
Sure.
It's called the tongue.
It makes a hollow ringing sound like you would expect a bell to make.
Hmm.
And when you hit it, it does that cartoon thing where you start vibrating too.
Does this feel magical, Murook?
Hmm.
It does not. It's just a normal iron bell. And at this point, it's around mid-afternoon, you would imagine.
It's just a bell.
Just a bell.
Just a bell.
Oh, interesting. Does it have the any carvings of Savras on it?
I would imagine so. It's probably a pretty decorative.
Okay. Well, what do you guys say that we pack up and head back into Phandalin and report back? I don't think there was anything necessarily on the way back from the farm other than this that we needed to hit up.
Could BigFellow carry the bell with him? Because he wants to sell it for scrap or give it to the blacksmith shop?
You could not carry 500 pounds by yourself. You're probably even as a group, the 60 miles back to Phandalin.
Is there? There's no carts that the orcs have been using, I assume.
Wait, did we actually test to see if it was it was real iron?
What happened to the wagon we took from the farm?
Big Al and Dardagon were using it.
Ah, that Dardagon.
Is there any way I can I have this weird that bell sounded weird when I hit it.
Did it?
No, it sounded like a normal bell.
Are you sure about that? Like, I'm okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I think I'm half asleep.
I think if Joey says it, I can be pretty sure about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it made a mooing sound when he hit it, but no, that's what
Petunia is trapped in the bell.
The bell was made of mootle.
Yeah, I think.
All right.
Bell. Very heavy. You couldn't really carry it for as far as you need to go.
Okay, never
Unless
mind.
you're going to make a wagon out of these orc corpses, which I wouldn't be opposed to. I don't think there's any way to get it.
Off to town we go again.
Do you ever unlock transforming? Like, can you turn into a car at any point?
No, but little man, if he were here, he could probably carry the spell on his back. I'm certain of it.
Unfortunately. All right. So, does that make sense for us to start heading back into Phandalin?
Oh my god, no! The altar has wheels on it. Let's put the bell on the altar and wheel it into town.
You still
I'm
have
game
to,
for it. I don't think it's gonna work on the wet or on the dirt road, but
probably not very well, especially 500 pounds, and one of you has to pull it.
and they're
don't get
probably
the
not like
desire.
wagon wheels. They're like caster wheels, I assume.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean they're meant to slide across this stone floor for a few feet.
I would like to see BigFellow try this. First, you got to get it over there. How many feet is that just by itself?
Yeah, you spend the next. You spend like about a half hour, and you get about halfway through the courtyard.
And it's not like you don't tire physically, you said, but your joints have to start seizing.
And
Oh man.
Unless you want to spend a week getting back to town, you can't take this.
Okay.
I do
Alright,
scratch.
it was worth a shot.
There are a lot of good plans.
We'll remember where this bell is. When we get back to town, we'll see if we can get some help with it.
Yeah, it gets sold for a lot of money at that blacksmith shop.
Or we could tell the blacksmith about it and collect a finder's fee. And
That's a
make
good
him
idea.
figure out how to get it.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Anyways, guys, we do need to kind of wrap this up.
Yeah. I'm just gonna tell you what we learned, and we can head back to Phandalin next game.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a secret where Icespire Peak is, where the actual mountain was, but now Murook got a first-hand view about where it is in relation to the map, which is right around here.
Ah.
And I would say that
We aren't ready for that quite yet. Not even close. There are quicker ways, and quicker, kinder, and less painful ways to commit suicide.
Death by dragon.
how do you do a circle? Press shape. Oh, alt. So you would know the keep you found is probably somewhere within this area. Or
Okay.
like within like where the mountains actually are. But yeah, you are probably not ready. That is where the elite. They're skull level for you right now.
Yeah.
So you head back to Phandalin. It takes all the rest of the day, and you're well into night. As you reach Phandalin, and as you get closer, it's dark enough where torches are lit, and you start heading to the entrance of town. But you notice that there's some people at the front gates, kind of keeping watch.
And that's
Yeah.
unusual.
It looked like normal civilians. Like normally that wouldn't happen.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna RP the rest of this for you. And you ask him, what's going on? Is something wrong? And the civilian goes, well, when you were gone, there was an attack on the village. Some orcs came and set some buildings on fire. But thank God the Stone Cold Reavers were here. They were able to protect us. Oh, God bless them. God's bless them. And you see, I think his name was Yorick or something like that, but the big orc biter guy.
Mm-hmm.
And you see him like start piling these. You see him like kind of in the town square, where or a little bit off to the side, where there's this big pile of orcs that are like on fire. He throws a body into the pile, and he goes, well, since we were gone, we decided to do your job for you. He just kind of laughs. Town's protectors. He just laughs.
Interesting. Are
Well,
they full-blown orcs or half orcs?
it doesn't matter at this point. They're dead.
Yeah, they're dead. Can't quite tell.
Well, we were out there saving we saved the cows and
Yes, it doesn't
some
sound
horses
very-
and a guy and
doesn't
yeah,
sound very heroic.
Yeah.
The civilian tells you that a few townspeople were killed. You see at least like a dozen orc bodies. in the fire.
Who didn't make it from the town?
He said he says the owner of the tailor shop. He was caught in the crossfire. And he looks at BigFellow and he goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry. You spent all your life in front of the tailor shop."
I spent all he spent all of his life around me. That poor little man. He will always be this young child that I remember trying to draw mustaches on me. He will be survived by his 15 daughters and one son.
Death is a relief for him then.
And the other,
No, on the contrary, he really, really liked being alive.
Zyzzyx, though.
Uh-oh.
You notice that the civilian's holding one of the swords that your brethren made. And it looks very high quality.
Yeah.
Probably helped a lot during the attack.
Did my two friends make it through the attack? Did any lizard men die in the attack?
You go back to where you've been staying and you see them safe and sound.
Huzzah!
It looks like they say we killed orcs for you, chieftain.
You've done great. You've done very well helping protect the town. Now,
It didn't look like the orcs that attacked our village, but I want to think it helped a little.
yeah, every orc that we can rid the world of is one step closer to where we need to be. And I'm really proud of you guys. And I found a lead on where we may be able to where we could probably find more survivors from our village, but we have to.
It really wasn't much of a lead.
Hey.
You just know that
Neverwinter, no, never. I can go. Oh no, you're saying that that's just where my town was. Anyways, it's more of a lead than I had.
Yeah, you know that the orcs are from the wood.
And Cult of Talos. I can ask around.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that we were supplying the town instead of selling in Neverwinter.
Yeah, that is a good thing.
I
We would have been rich though. Would have had money.
The true treasure is friendship.
With the rest of you though, like Murook, you head to the inn. You see that Thistle and Anders and Stonehill are okay, and they give a similar account how the town was attacked by orcs. Dardagon was there too. He helped fend them off, but they would have thought if it wasn't for the Stone Cold Reavers being in town, that they might have been overrun. But they're all safe, and some of the other people that you know made it out. But yeah, the couple of civilians and the owner of the tailor shop did not survive. And with that, call it a night.
Good session.
Well, I'm kind of sad that some people died, and I kind of sad that we failed the town. But I mean, we're out doing a job for them. I mean,
yeah.
You say this to your friends in the bar, and they don't blame you for any of it. Most of the town folks don't.
Did the farmer come back?
Oh yeah, Big Al was there. He was kind of still recovering, but he's resting in one of the in one of the rooms upstairs.
No, I'm.
Oh yeah.
Is Petunia with the farmer?
Petunia is probably in a.
I think I put her on the map here. Yep, there's Petunia, right there.
Yeah.
But
at least some
it's too
come out of
late.
it.
It's too late to turn in your Butter Skull quest, so you can do that first thing.
Sure.
Next session.
Yeah.
Right.
As long as they don't melt.
Yeah. Thistle thinks the Butter Skulls are very neat. He's never had one before, so she puts it in. She puts it in the basement. It's cool. She'll take it out for special occasions. But yeah, there's a very it's the aftermath of an attack that happened just not like 6 or 7 hours ago. So the town is kind of shaken. But yep, that's where we'll end it tonight.
Before I tuck in, I just offer help wherever I can.
Okay, yeah.
In the cleanup.
So does BigFellow, since he doesn't tire and he's he tries to help as much people as he can. Also, he helps the family of the tailor that has passed with anything they might need.
When you don't tire just in terms of like actual exhaustion, you still need to rest to heal and things like that, right?
Yeah, I do need rest to heal, but if I choose to, I could walk from one end of the world to the other without any form of physical exhaustion.
Okay, I understand.
Does that mean you're immune to the actual exhaustion status effect?
What's that?
There's a status effect called exhaustion, where you get like more and more tired if you don't sleep, or you're cursed or something.
Chaka Kahn offers dream therapy to those traumatized.
They find it very peaceful.
Nice.
All right, I'm gonna have to go pretty soon, so we need to wrap it up.
Oh yeah, we're done. We're done.
Yep.
You can go.
All right.
Okay. Well, it was fun.